When one door closes, another one tends to open, and another one has opened for the Evansville Otters. They take on the Windy City Thunderbolts for the final time, with not just a chance to take the series, but the season series for the 2025 schedule. Hello, everybody. I'm Lucas Macklin. Thank you so much for joining me this Sunday afternoon, the final Sunday afternoon matchup for Evansville here at Bosse Field, the end to the second to last series of the season for Evansville hosts Florence to finish off their home 2025 schedule. You're listening to the Papa John's pregame show. Remember that Papa John's is the official sponsor of the Otters pregame and postgame shows, available every game night, 20 minutes before and 10 minutes after each Otters game on the Otters Digital Network, the Home Team Network, and on 96.9 WYIR. Speaking of the Home Team Network, they are the exclusive home of every Frontier League game this year, so check them out today and sign up to get a front row seat to every Otters game this season as we reach the final couple of series. Evansville came into last night with a 9-game winning streak, but went down early 5-0, and for most of the game was held hitless until the 8th inning. They were able to score 5 runs in the 8th, but after 2 runs in the 6th from Windy City, they did have a chance with the tying run up to bat for the last 2 at-bats of the 8th inning, but unfortunately could not push across the tying runs, ended up losing 7-5. That being said, after that first 5-run inning, the pitching really settled in. Nolan Thebe pitched an inning and 2/3, didn't give up a hit or a run, and struck out 2. Parker Brahms with an excellent outing. First time as a reliever, went 6 1/3, gave up 5 hits, 2 runs given up, no walks on 8 strikeouts, and then Gunnar Dennis finished the game for Evansville, the final 2/3 of an inning, gave up a hit and struck out 1 and kept Evansville in the game. But as I mentioned, the starter last night, Bryce Helgeth, went 7+ innings, entered the 8th inning with a no-hitter, but 2 straight hits and then 2 straight walks pushed him out of the game. Dennis Pierce had a 3-run home run that brought Evansville to within 2, but could not complete the comeback as they entered today's ball game. They had a chance to win the series, or the season series. They enter 4-4, final game of the season, and after last night wearing the Star Wars jerseys, they're back in their beersies. They have been playing some really good ball in these jerseys, so they put them on once again in a big matchup up ahead. Talked about it last night, a ton of playoff push action. There are 3 games underway. Brockton and Ottawa, that's a big one. Ottawa lost last night. Still stay a game and a half ahead of New York, who lost to Down East last night. They will be starting in moments as well. Gateway and Florence have gotten underway, and Schaumburg and Lake Erie for the series finale over there. Schaumburg currently up 1-0 in the top of the first, trying to complete the sweep of Lake Erie, which would put them in a really good spot to not just obviously they've already clinched a playoff spot, to go for the division, but they stand only a game ahead of Gateway, even though Schaumburg have won both games against Lake Erie. Gateway won a doubleheader last night against Florence, bringing them to within a game. Evansville does face Gateway to finish off the season. Chance to play spoiler depending on what's going on in that series. Washington, after a couple of wins and after a couple of Lake Erie losses, have not just gotten really close to clinching a playoff spot, but they've gotten really close to pushing for the Central Division, just 2 games back of Lake Erie, who, as I mentioned, playing their final game against Schaumburg. They have been struggling against that squad, and I mean, for good reason. Obviously, one of the best teams, if not the best team in the Midwest Conference. Lake Erie finishes their season against Down East at home, and then against Joliet on the road. It's actually the same schedule as Washington, who plays first to Joliet on the road and then Down East at home. So those final 6 games will come against the same 2 teams. Evansville and Windy City, as I mentioned, it's the game for the series, or the season series, but also winner of this exits the series with the better record. Evansville and Windy City both entering at 36 and 53. Both these teams had some really bad starts to different parts of their season. Evansville with a really bad start in the month of July, went 0-12 to start the season, and start July, and as I mentioned, could not rebound from that. For Windy City, they started 3-17 on the year with a really tough schedule, and would not be able to recover from that. But since then, they've been playing some really good baseball. Evansville, as I mentioned, in the month of August, have been playing some really good baseball. They enter with a 12-8 record, 6-2 at home. They're 6-6 on the road. Chance to, like I said, if they can finish off the season strong, set themselves up for what hopes to be a strong 2026 campaign. Did have some roster moves. Logan Brown officially was placed on the season-ending IL, so he will be away from the team, and Casey Delgado also placed on the 7-day IL. And then for the replacement for Logan Brown will be Chase Waddell. They signed him and put him on the active roster. It'll be his first season of professional ball. He finished up his college career at Barton College, a part of the Conference Carolinas. He was playing with the Wilson Tobbs in Summer League ball, played 41 games with them, hit .372 with a .483 on-base percentage at 8 home runs, 41 RBIs. He is on the bench to start today's game, but we'll see if they want to use him at some point, not just this game, but throughout the rest of this season. As I mentioned, we're reaching the end of the 2025 regular season. Big matchup ahead after a short break. We'll talk about the starting lineups and the starting pitchers for today's ballgame. You're listening to the Otters Digital Network on 96.9 WYIR.
Right now in Vanderburgh County, over 800 children are in the child welfare system waiting for someone to be their voice, and you could be that voice by becoming a court-appointed special advocate, a CASA volunteer. Donating just a few hours a month of your time can change a child's life forever. Vanderburgh County CASA invites you to join them. Stand up, speak out, be for the child, be a CASA. For more information, visit vandcasa.com. That's VAND-CASA.com. Smile on Down Syndrome is celebrating 25 years of serving smiles to the Tri-States Down Syndrome community. Not only do we offer programming and support services, we sponsor annual events that give people with Down Syndrome opportunities to be stars of the show at our World Down Syndrome Day Ice Cream Social and Talent Show, Christmas dinner, and our Smile Mile, which is a day celebrating our Down syndrome community, their families that involve the entire tri-state community, and the highlight of the year when individuals with Down syndrome really shine like a star among smiling supporters. Learn more and find your way to get involved and show your support at smileondownsyndrome.org. Smile on Down Syndrome has been providing a bright hope for tomorrow to the tri-state region for 25 years, providing smiles, support, and programs for individuals with Down syndrome while raising community awareness to create a brighter world that accepts and understands people with Down syndrome. Learn more now at smileondownsyndrome.org.
Welcome into Bosse Field. We have a season series rubber match between the Evansville Otters and the Windy City Thunderbolts. Hello, everybody. I'm Lucas Macklin. Thank you so much for joining me this Sunday afternoon. You're listening to the Papa John's pregame show. Remember that Papa John's is the official sponsor of the Otters pregame and postgame shows, available every game night, 20 minutes before and 10 minutes after each Otters game on the Otters Digital Network, the Home Team Network, and on 96.9 WYIR. So the Otters, after ending their 9-game winning streak, which tied their franchise long after a 7-5 loss last night, try to rebound today here in their final game against Windy City, their second-to-last series here at Bosse Field for the 2025 season. And they will face the Windy City Thunderbolts, both teams entering at 36 and 53, and the Windy City lineup will look like this. They'll have Cam Feltz in center field. He'll be leading off. Batting second and at shortstop will be James Dunlap. Batting third and at first base will be Darryl Ruiz. Batting fourth and in right field will be Carlos Pena. Batting fifth and in left field, Grant Thurman. Batting sixth and DHing will be Christian Kuzimka. Batting seventh and at third base, Josh Gibson. Batting eighth and at second base, Jalen Greer. And rounding out the lineup for Windy City will be the catcher, Zach Beadle. Starting today for the Thunderbolts will be Isaac Milburn, the former Purdue Boilermaker, has been off to a hot start for Windy City. He's made 4 starts. He's won all 4 of them. He enters with a 1.14 ERA. He has struck out 22 and walked just 8 batters. I mentioned he played his spring ball this year with Purdue after spending 3 seasons with Eastern Kentucky. Played some summer ball in the Northwoods League with Madison. There he started 6 games, played in 7, pitched to a 2.76 ERA in 42 and a third innings. And as I mentioned, in 23 and 2/3 innings, a 1.14 ERA here in this late season edition for Windy City. Again, a team that sold a lot of their pieces, allowed them to add a guy like Milburn, and he has been excellent. He's, as I mentioned, made 4 starts this season, won all 4 of them. He's given up just 1 run in 3 of those and pitched 5 1/3 shutout innings against Gateway in his first start. He's made 2 starts against Gateway, 1 against Joliet, and 1 against Lake Erie. So hopefully Evansville can try to get to him today to try to win this series. But as I mentioned, it is going to be tough for this team that just hasn't really hit the ball that well this series. Windy City, for the most part, has really set them down pretty well. Fortunately, for the most part, their pitching has been well to keep them in games. But as I mentioned, the offense on offensive side of things has not been as good as you would have wanted. But speaking of the offense, the Otters lineup will look like this. It'll be Dennis Pierce, the Edward Jones leadoff batter of the game, back at third base. Batting second and at second base, Graham Brown. Batting third and in right field, J.T. Benson. Batting fourth and at first base, L.J. Jones. Batting fifth and in left field, Keenan Taylor. Batting sixth and in center field, Stephen Paolini. Batting seventh and DHing, Cohen Wilbanks. Batting eighth and catching, Justin Felix. And rounding out the lineup, the shortstop, Daryl Jackson. The Otters will send Yohan Gonzalez out for his 9th start of the season. He enters this matchup with a 4.69 ERA in 24 appearances. During his 8 starts, he has a 3.88 ERA. His last time out against Washington, he went 6 2/3, allowed 7 runs, just 2 earned runs, didn't walk anybody, and struck out 4. He's gone over 100 pitches in every start since his first start. He has been excellent on the mound as a starter for Evansville. The Otters have won his last 3 starts. They've won 5 out of his last 6 starts. The only loss was the Lake Erie game back on July 30th, where they did not score a single run to support him. Mentioned that he had 2 excellent starts back-to-back against Lake Erie and Quebec, where he went 7 innings, and both of those gave up 2 runs against Quebec, none against Lake Erie. And hopefully today he can get a big start for this Otters team that tries to find their way back into the win column. Their first loss since early August. See how they respawn in today's ballgame. Again, a 12:35 p.m. start time, an afternoon game. The final Sunday here at the ballpark at Bosse Field. The final dog days of summer, and it's a beauty of a day. Sun is shining. It's 76 degrees. Couldn't ask for a better day for baseball. There's some wind blowing out to right center field. And again, it's been a fun end to the season. Hopefully they'll have some more fun with Gonzalez on the mound. Dennis Pierce last night in the leadoff spot hit his... Dennis Pierce last night in the leadoff spot hit his team-leading 13th home run of the season, a 3-run shot that brought Evansville to within 1 in that game. Again, 13 home runs for him on the season, batting .286 with a .372 on-base percentage, a .521 slugging, which leads the Evansville Otters. Keenan Taylor last night got the first hit of the game in the 8th inning. He's batting back up at .288. Again, he has been on a hot streak in the month of August, as this team has been all together. A lot of it's been their pitching, but that bullpen has been excellent. Saw it last night. Obviously, Brahms came out of the bullpen, but Nolan Thebe in scoreless inning in 2/3. Gunnar Dennison a scoreless 2/3 inning as well. And hopefully the pitching maintains where it's been at. You know, even including the Casey Delgado outing, a 3.84 ERA in the month of August as a team. An opponent average of .250, which is almost 30 points lower than where it's at on the season. As an offense batting at .258, but again, they've been kind of slowed down during this series. You know, a guy like J.T. Benson, who had an excellent start to the week, still looking for his first hit of the weekend. Did reach base in the first game, didn't last night. I will say that home run from Dennis Pierce also extended his on-base streak to 32, the highest Evansville has had on their team this season. Looks to try to extend that in the top spot. Again, he's back at third base with Keenan Taylor out in left. Cohen Wilbanks DHing today with Justin Felix catching. We'll see how he works with Yohan Gonzalez. He's not caught Yohan Gonzalez as a starter yet this season. We'll see how they work together. Well, that'll do it for the Papa John's pregame show. Remember that Papa John's is the official sponsor of the Otters pregame and postgame shows, available every game night, 20 minutes before and 10 minutes after each Otters game on the Otters Digital Network, the Home Team Network, and on 96.9 WYIR. Speaking of the Home Team Network, they are the exclusive home of every Frontier League game this year, so check them out today and sign up. It's going to front row seat to every Otters game this season as we are nearing the end of this 2025 campaign. Evansville trying to maintain their hot August, where they have compiled a record of 12-8. They are 6-2 here at Bosse Field in this month. They've had a winning record every month except for July at this ballpark. On the season, a 23-21 record, trying to maintain a home winning record. Once again, that is one thing that they have maintained over pretty much every single year during the McCauley managing stint. Now I'll give you Zane Clodfelter for the starting lineups here in the ballpark.
Today joined by baseball buddies, the Mount Vernon Drillers. Deandre Jones, leadoff batter. The third baseman, number 10, Dennis Pierce, joined by his baseball buddy, Ben. Batting second, the second baseman, number 24, Graham Brown, joined by his baseball buddy, Gibson. Batting third, the right fielder, number 9, J.T. Benson. Batting fourth, the first baseman, number 20, L.J. Jones. Batting fifth, the left fielder, number 12, Keenan Taylor. His baseball buddy is Gavin. Batting sixth, the center fielder, number 34, Stephen Paolini. His baseball buddy is Brendan. Batting seventh, the designated hitter, number 23, Cohen Wilkins. Batting eighth and catching, number 5, Justin Felix. Batting ninth, the shortstop, number 3, Daryl Jackson. His baseball buddy is Silas. Pitching for the Evansville Otters, right-handed pitcher, number 19, Yohan Gonzalez. His baseball buddy, Jace. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, would you please rise and remove your caps as we honor America's freedom, those who now protect it, and pay tribute to those who have made the ultimate sacrifice for the singing of our national anthem this afternoon, being performed by Daryl Fink.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Today's game ball is delivered to you by Papa John's. Better ingredients, better pizza, Papa John's.
It's about time for baseball here at Bosse Field. Yohan Gonzalez takes the mound. Behind the plate, Justin Felix. That pitcher and catcher battery is sponsored by the Answer Auto Repair East. Find your battery needs at the Answer Auto Repair East, located at 2319 North Green River Road, or call 812-475-9000. Yohan Gonzalez making his 9th start of the season, and he has been excellent as a starter, a 3.88 starter ERA. Again, this is the first time he'll be pitching to Justin Felix as a starter, but we'll obviously wait and see how that works out. His last time out, Gonzalez went 6 2/3, gave up 2 earned runs, 7 hits, no walks, and struck out 4. Went 5 1/3 innings against Mississippi back on August 13th, gave up 4 runs on 6 hits, but helped Evansville enter enough to win that ball game as well. Again, Evansville has won 5 of his last 6 starts, and they will try to do the same here against Windy City. This will be the first time Gonzalez faces him as a starter. As I mentioned, this team has been playing some really, really good baseball in the month of August, and you look at a night like last night, it's kind of been the same story where they went behind and they really fought until the end of the game, especially in those last couple of innings. That 8th inning in particular, they really fought and got themselves close to that game. They've lost over their last three losses. They had brought the tying run to the plate in either the 8th or the 9th inning. So it's not like they weren't in it there, but they just could not finish the comeback. And the first one to face Gonzalez today, Cam Feltz. First pitch to him misses low for ball 1 as we get underway at 12:36 p.m. A beautiful day for baseball. Sun is out, 76 degrees at the ballpark. Couldn't ask for anything better. The 1-0 pitch finds his own, evens it up at 1-1. Feltz last night, one of the batters that couldn't really get anything done. He went 0 for 5, reach on a fielder's choice. Grounded out a couple of times. Scores on a bump, pops it up. Backfield to try to find it. Towards the dugout, he slides and brings it in for out number 1. Good way to get started for the Gonzalez-Felix battery, and with 1 away, it'll be James Dunlap. Had the wrong side of my scorebook up. Dunlap will step in. He's hit in the leadoff spot. He's hit in the 3-hole. Now he's hit in the 2-hole in this series. Here's the first pitch from Gonzalez into Dunlap. First pitch misses high for ball 1. Dunlap last night with a couple of hits after in game 1 went 1 for 4. 1-0 pitch, misses inside, and make it 2-0. Not a bad start for Gonzalez, but has not been given those close calls. Gonzalez winds and delivers the 2-0 pitch on a line towards right. That one's going to get out of play. Count will be 2-1.
An overhead foul ball brought to you by Heads Construction. Choose the best. Never regret it.
Now 5 games underway in the Frontier League. Next one will get underway at 2:05. The other 3 are evening games. That one's popped up right side. LJ Jones out towards it. So is Graham Brown, but it will fall out of play, and count will even up at 2-2. Brockton and Ottawa both with a run in the bottom of the second. New York and Down East, those 2 games, the big games for the Atlantic Conference. Really the big game for the Midwest Conference is Mississippi and Washington. Of course, each division still very much in reach for both teams. So Lake Erie and Schaumburg, a big game as well. So is Gateway and Florence. 2-2 pitch, misses high. Count runs full. Try to get him on the fastball. Wasn't chasing. It's going to be a fun last week of baseball up ahead, especially in the Atlantic Conference and for both divisions in the Midwest. Payoff pitch popped up. Shallow center field out is Tavares. It'll be Paolini in center who brings it in for out number 2. Now to bring up the first baseman, Darryl Ruiz. You look back at last night's game, his 2-out double off of Parker Brahms that put up 2 extra runs, gave him a 7-0 lead at that point. Ended up being the difference in the ball game. Both teams had a 5-run inning last night. The Otters came in the 8th inning. The Thunderbolts came in the 1st inning. And that 2-run double was a big hit. First pitch, breaker, misses high for ball 1. Ruiz entering the ballgame with a .331 batting average on the season. 1-0 pitch backdoor breaker. That one finds its mark. Make it 1-1. Last night had 4 hits, went 4 for 5. I mentioned that double and an RBI. Had 3 RBIs on the night. Went 1 for 3 in the series opener. He's 5 for 8 as that one's popped up. That one in center field as well. Tavares trying to find his way out under it. Still going back, so it's Paolini coming in. It's off his glove. Taylor brings it in quickly to keep Ruiz at first, but an error extends the inning.
Batting fourth in right field, 32.
Paolini, who's been so good defensively all season, just makes a mistake there and extends the inning to Carlos Pena after homering in a pinch hit opportunity in the first game of the series last night. Didn't get a hit, did walk and score a run in the first inning, however. First pitch, a breaker that misses outside for ball one. Former Indiana State Sycamore in his 9th game this year with Windy City. Both Indiana college players are off to a quick start. We'll see Milburn in the bottom half of this inning. 1-0 pitch taken outside, make it a 2-0 count. Here to Pena. So far this year, 3 home runs, 2 doubles, 2 walks, 8 hits and 26 at-bats for Pena. Again, 5 of them, as you heard, are extra base hits. 2-0 pitch, just misses outside. Count moves to 3-0. Casey Delgado, the only pitcher in this series for Evansville who's thrown a walk so far. Gonzalez trying to avoid it. The 3-0 pitch misses low, ball 4. So back-to-back 2-out base runners against Gonzalez here, and he'll have to try to settle in. Now there's a runner in scoring position for Grant Thurman. Thurman entering with a 225, 308 OBP. You'll try to help Windy City take advantage of that mistake defensively for Evansville. First pitch to him, called strike one, outside edge. Thurman in this series just played in game 2, went 2 for 4 last night with a double and a walk. 0-1 breaker. Just can't find the outside part of the zone, make it 1-1. Home plate umpire tonight, Trevor Klosterman, with Robert Moreno over at first and David Ortiz over at third. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Misses low. No, it's 2-1. Gonzalez this year has had a couple of outings where he did struggle with the command. Saw the start in Mississippi where he walked 5, gave up 6 hits. But so far this year as a starter, hasn't had any blow-up performances. In every game he's pitched, he's gone at least 5 innings. He's really kept Evansville in each of these games. 2-1 delivery. Called strike 2, outside corner. Evens it up. Thurman steps back in now with a 2-2 count. Gonzalez trying to get out of this 2-out rally he's put himself in. 2-2 pitch. Popped up shallow center field. Tavares out on it, and he's able to get under and bring it in for out number 3. So Windy City gets a couple of 2-out base runners, but strand them where they were at. Evans will now come to bat in the first inning, chance to take the lead here early on the Otters Digital Network and on 96.9 WYIR.
Smile on Down Syndrome is planning a Rockin' Extra Smile Mile celebrating 24 years of walks to support individuals rocking that extra 21st chromosome on Saturday, October 4th at the Vanderburgh County 4-H Fairgrounds. This event will rock your socks off with a vendor mall, food trucks, face painting, special guest appearances, a Rockin' Extra talent show, and more. To learn more about how to rock at the walk or how to become an event sponsor or even to make a donation, visit smileondownsyndrome.org or text 812-449-6049 for more information. This sponsored event is open to the entire tri-state community. Maintaining our independence becomes more and more vital as we age. Swerka and more can help you navigate this important journey by answering your questions and connecting you to free and unbiased community resources and support services. If you are seeking advice for yourself or a loved one, let Swerka be your first call. More information available at swerka.org or by calling 812-464-7800. Join Smile on Down Syndrome for a Rockin' Extra experience at their 24th annual Smile Mile Walk on Saturday, October 4th from 9 to noon at the Vanderburgh County 4-H Fairgrounds. Register to walk or donate by visiting smileondownsyndrome.org and come ready to rock it out for an extra spectacular time. All ages and abilities welcome.
We head to the bottom of the first inning. Isaac Milburn takes the mound. Behind the plate is Zach Beadle. That pitcher and catcher battery is sponsored by the Answer Auto Repairs. Find your battery needs at the Answer Auto Repairs located at 2319 North Bruno Road or call 812-475-9000. Milburn making his 5th professional start. So far, he's 4-0. A 1.14 ERA has given up 1 run in each of his last 3 outings after a shutout performance against Gateway. Again, it's been good enough for his team to earn wins in those low-scoring affairs. Pierce last night after his home run now leads the team. First pitch finds the zone outside edge for strike 1. Milburn spent his senior season at Purdue. Made 22 appearances with them. A breaker called strike 2 on the knees. Count now 0-2 to the Otters leadoff hitter. In the Big Ten, pitched to a 6.86 ERA during that year and 42 innings. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Chopped towards third, but foul, and we'll do it again. The Otters this year haven't really cared if the pitcher's been dominant or not on the year. We saw him hit well against Greg Duncan. He was still a Thunderbolt. We saw them hit Kobe Foster really well twice this season, including their finale against Washington. 0-2 pitch, misses low, good take. Count moves to 1-2. The southpaw steps back onto the rubber. Takes a deep breath, winds, and delivers the 1-2 pitch. Fouled off, Pierce stays alive. The fastball up around 88 miles per hour for Milburn. Milburn, the rookie out of Lexington, Kentucky, delivers the next 1-2 pitch. Breaker line towards short. Dunlap able to bring it in on a line, and that will be the first out of the inning for Evansville.
Batting second, the second baseman, number 24, Graham Brown.
It'll be Graham Brown due up next with 1 away. Milburn this year does have a 10 strikeout performance. His highest professional mark. First pitch to Brown, misses outside for ball 1. Again, what he's done really well this season, specifically with both with his summer ball team and with Windy City, as he's limited the walks. 1-0 pitch popped up and overhead foul ball, brought to you by Heads Construction. Choose the best, never regret it.
Choose the best, never regret it.
Last time out, didn't need to strike out against Lake Erie. Walked 2, struck out 3 batters in that performance. Here's the 1-1. Breaker didn't break enough. Make it 2-1. August 13th against a team in Joliet who doesn't really strike out all that much offensively. Struck out 10 batters in that game. 2-1 pitch, popped up left field. Thurman trying to find his way under it. He doesn't see it, but it's going to tail out to center field. And the center fielder Feltz is able to get under it in time for out number 2. Hard to see the fly ball here at Bosse Field, especially from here. Disappears over the ceiling.
Number 9, JT Benson.
Now I'll bring in JT Benson with 2 away here in this inning, trying to extend this first inning. Windy City used an error and a walk to get a couple of runners on with 2 outs. Evansville trying to get some base runners here as well. First pitch breaker, finds the back door for strike 1. Benson had an excellent week in Washington, had 9 hits during that series. 0-1 pitch misses inside, making 1-1. So far in this weekend, he's 0 for 7 with a walk, just 2 strikeouts and a stolen base. Still has an OBP over 400 at 409, a 293 batting average. 1-1 delivery on the ground towards short. Dunlap's plays and on a hop. Throw to first, it will be in time, and that will do it for the first inning here at Bossy. Evansville goes 1-2-3 in the first. We'll head to the second. Knotted up at 0 here on the Otters Digital Network and on 96.9 WIR.
Right now in Vanderburgh County, over 800 children are in the child welfare system waiting for someone to be their voice, and you could be that voice by becoming a court-appointed special advocate, a CASA volunteer. Donating just a few hours a month of your time can change a child's life forever. Vanderburgh County CASA invites you to join them. Stand up, speak out, be for the child, be a CASA. For more information, visit vandcasa.com. That's VAND-CASA.com. Smile on Down Syndrome is celebrating 25 years of serving smiles to the Tri-States Down Syndrome community. Not only do we offer programming and support services, we sponsor annual events that give people with Down Syndrome opportunities to be stars of the show at our World Down Syndrome Day Ice Cream Social and Talent Show, Christmas dinner, and our Smile Mile, which is a day celebrating our Down syndrome community, their families that involve the entire tri-state community, and the highlight of the year when individuals with Down syndrome really shine like a star among smiling supporters. Learn more and find your way to get involved and show your support at smileondownsyndrome.org.
We head into the second inning. Both teams didn't get a hit. Second inning will be Christian Kazimka, Josh Gibson, and Jalen Greer matching up against Yohan Gonzalez on the mound. Gonzalez in that first inning walked a batter, one reached on an error, but overall looks pretty sharp in that first inning. He'll try to match what Milburn has done so far, and again, it could be in store for another low-scoring affair similar to Game 1 and for really how most of the game was in Game 2. First pitch to Kazimka, misses inside for ball 1. Here's the 1-0 pitch. That one's lined to center off the end of the bat. Paolini first goes out, then goes in, and he will find his way under it for out number 1. Update around the league. Ottawa has taken a 3-1 lead in the top of the third with New York and Downey still tied, and Schaumburg now leads 4-0 over Lake Erie. Again, they are trying to stay in front of Gateway, who have been playing some really good ball as of late. One away, here's Josh Gibson, the former Otter, back at Bossy Field. That one misses low for ball 1. Again, at this field, when he played 2 games for the Otters, he walked 3 times in 4 at-bats. That pitch misses outside, make it 2-0. Gibson hitting a rookie wall like so many do. Here's the 2-0 pitch. That one called ball 3, just missed inside. Here's the 3-0 pitch. Finds the knees for strike 1. Gibson was starting to make his way down to first base on that pitch. Nice delivery there from Gonzalez to find the bottom left corner. Gonzalez works quickly. Here's the 3-1. That one misses outside for ball 4. His second walk of the game will bring in Jalen Greer.
Batting 8th at second base by Jalen Greer.
Greer didn't play in Game 1 of the series. Last night in Game 2 went 1 for 4 with a single in the first inning, a 2 RBI single in the first inning. Gonzalez sets, delivers the first pitch, popped up right side. Out on it is Graham Brown, in on it is Benson. Benson will find his way under and bring it in for out number 2. So 2 quick outs, sandwiching a walk will bring in Zach Beadle.
Batting 9th and catching 33, Zach Beadle.
Beadle in his start earlier in the series went 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts, including the strikeout that set the new Otters single-season record for Braden Scott. First pitch up and out of the zone and gets past Justin Felix, and Gibson will advance to second base, not even needing to steal. And that puts a runner in scoring position with 2 away. The catcher spot for Windy City altogether has not been good. Again, 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts for him. Last night, Craig Corliss went 0 for 4 with 3 strikeouts and a flyout to right. Although it was a fantastic play by JT Benson to take away a hit. 1-0 breaker, misses inside. Now it's 2-0. So Gonzalez has done well to get some weak contact, but so far control has not been where he's won it. Looks into Felix, agrees and sets, looks back at second. Now delivers the 2-0. Fastball got him swinging. Back in the count now, make it 2-1 for the Otters starter. Again, Gonzalez started as a reliever overall in the season, a 4.69 ERA. Transitioned into a starter when Evansville really needed help in the rotation, and man, he was an excellent find for Evansville. A quick check over at second base of Gibson. Gonzalez sets, count 2-1 to Beetle. Looks back at second and delivers a 2-1 pitch. Fastball inside, make it 3-1. Top of the lineup awaiting on deck. Gonzalez, after signing with San Diego in 23, spent a couple of seasons with their high A ball club, but didn't make a single start with them. 3-1 pitch, middle for strike 2. Count runs full. Give him a new life on his baseball career. Counts at 3-2. Gonzalez sets, looking back at second. Delivers the payoff pitch. Soft flare into center. That one's going to drop in front of Paolini. Gibson rounding third, heading for home, and a bloop single will put Windy City on top.
More wood for the winter fire, courtesy of our friends at Niehaus Lumber, proud partner of Evansville Otters baseball.
Got the contact. He would have wanted a big jam shot out to right center field, but
Lottery, strikeout batter of the game.
first hit of the game for either side is a 65-mile-per-hour off the bat, flare into right center, and puts the first run on the board on the game for Windy City. Evans looking to play from behind for the second straight game. Now it brings in the top of the lineup, Cam Feltz, who popped out on a bunt his first time up. First pitch swinging, can't catch up to the fastball. Make it 0-1. Seen this from Gonzalez, though. He's had some outings this year where he had an inning or maybe 2 where he struggled with command, but then started to lock in. Usually he's been getting better as the game goes on, so hopefully he's able to do that here. 0-1 pitch. That one misses high. Feltz just didn't go for it. Making 1-1. The Windy City right fielder in his age 28 season with 41 stolen bases in 47 attempts. Big swing. A bat falls into the Otters dugout. Hits one of the coaches at the top step. Count it 1-2. Scary moment there. Seen this a few times this year, players losing their bats on big swings. That's the first one I've seen that almost did some damage. Feltz steps back in, left-handed batter's box, count 1-2. Gonzalez trying to get out of the second inning without any more damage given up. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Fly ball left field out of play. Count stays 1-2.
Heads Construction, choose the best. Never regret it.
Count still 1-2. Gonzalez sets, looks back at first base and delivers the 1-2 pitch. Called strike 3, got him looking on the curveball. German American Bank strikeout for Yohan Gonzalez sends Windy City out of the second, but they do take a 1-0 lead here early in this game. Evans will try to bounce back in the second after a short break here on the Otters Digital Network and on 96.9 WYIR.
Ballet Indiana is made up of local ballet professionals, dedicated parents, and community members in order to provide unique and life-enriching experiences for hundreds of young dancers, while carrying out their mission to inspire a lifelong appreciation for dance for both our dancers and the Evansville community. More information on Ballet Indiana and information about their upcoming performances is available at balletindiana.org. Smile on Down Syndrome is planning a Rockin' Extra Smile Mile celebrating 24 years of walks to support individuals rocking that extra 21st chromosome on Saturday, October 4th at the Vanderburgh County 4-H Fairgrounds. This event will rock your socks off with a vendor mall, food trucks, face painting, special guest appearances, a Rockin' Extra talent show, and more. To learn more about how to rock at the walk or how to become an event sponsor or even to make a donation, visit smileondownsyndrome.org or text 812-449-6049 for more information. This sponsored event is open to the entire tri-state community.
Welcome into the third inning here at Bosse Field. The Evansville Otters now down 1-0 with a special guest from Habitat of Humanity. Oh no, it's
It Takes a Village.
That's right. That's right. Sorry, I'm mixed up with everything right now. I'm trying to
You're fine.
starting to get everything. So I'm with Mackenzie from It Takes a Village. Hello. First pitch to LJ Jones, misses outside for ball one. So you guys are here, the nonprofit sponsor of this game. What do you guys want to kind of spread the message about being here today?
Adopt a dog, adopt a cat. We currently have close to 500 animals across all three of our rescues. We are out in Evansville, Indiana. We are in Spencer County, Indiana, and we are in Owensboro, Kentucky.
It's awesome. It's one of those things that I've had a few pets in my life, but we've always gone the adoption route because it's one of those things where kind of give a home to a pet that, needs one.
Mm-hmm.
That kind of thing I think is really special, don't you think?
Yeah, I agree.
So you guys being here today, this is the final dog days of summer. You're seeing some dogs around the park. It's just kind of a really fun environment. Kind of what's the goal that you guys kind of do whenever you use some of these events around cities?
Just to, get our animals' faces out there. We brought some adoptable dogs with us that, one, her name's Peaches. She just celebrated her first birthday with us. She was adopted and returned. We have a lot of dogs that, have stories that kind of get overlooked at the shelter just because there's so many. So bringing them out, we kind of highlight those stories for them.
It's awesome. LJ Jones did single out to the left. The Otters get their first hit of the game. Still trail by one, but now they have a chance to try to do some damage, and now we'll bring up Keenan Taylor, former Purdue Boilermaker, facing the Boilermaker on the mound. Big matchup for Taylor last night. Got a hit, broke up the no-hitter in that game. First pitch to him misses low for ball one. So obviously it's one of those things that uses volunteer work, right? Or what kind of...
So I am the volunteer and events coordinator at It Takes
Awesome.
a Village.
Awesome.
So I do coordinate all the volunteers.
That's what I'm saying. I wanted to ask,
No, yeah.
What can people do if they want to help and volunteer with that kind of thing?
We love volunteers. We do doggy day out on Saturdays and Saturday stroll. Doggy day out is really any day that it's not too hot. We have kitty caretakers. We have events we need volunteers for, like days like today. We have additional tasks. We always need help with laundry, dishes. There's always something for someone to do.
Yeah, and that doggy day out thing.
Yeah, so you take a dog out for the day. You can take them home with you. You can take them to the park. You can take them for a pup cup, whatever you want to do. It kind of, gets them a break from the shelter, but also you can share the pictures with us, and it kind of highlights them in a way that isn't just at the shelter and is just, showing their true personality outside of a kennel environment.
I know my younger brother has done that a lot because he's always loved having dogs, and we don't have one right now, so just trying to get that kind of interaction with them. 2-1 pitch to Keenan Taylor finds his own count. 2-2. Otters trying to find their way back here on this Sunday afternoon. And couldn't ask for a more beautiful day of baseball, can
It's
you?
very nice. It's very nice.
It's one of those things we've been so hot. I mean, obviously, it's summer. It gets hot, and finally getting some fall weather.
Yes.
Football around the corner and the season near the end of it. So you guys are obviously here today. Have you guys been around the stadium before? Is this your first game this year?
This is my first game. I know we've been here before, but this is our first game of this season.
2-2 pitch, misses outside, count runs full to Keenan Taylor. Do you guys do social media stuff online?
Yep. We have a Facebook, we have Instagram, we have a TikTok. I have started our TikTok up a little bit more with all my ideas, which we're really trying to be creative. But we also have a website. It's itvrescue.org. You can see us there.
Payoff pitch to Keenan Taylor, lines it to center field. It's caught. LJ Jones able to scramble back to first base in time. Bad look out for Evansville to begin this second inning with one away. Brings up Stephen Paolini. He'll step in after last night getting a hit. He's reached every single game for Evansville during his young career. And do you guys have a website for people to go to if they want to try to check out details?
We do. itvrescue.org.
So itvrescue.org.
Mm-hmm.
Nice, simple, easy. Here's the first pitch. No, check over to first base. Another close one, but not in time. So is there anything else you want people to know about It Takes a Village and what your guys' goal is?
We currently have a low-cost spay and neuter clinic at our Owensboro Rescue. We also are having an adoption special again this coming week. Adult dogs are 100, puppies are 200, adult cats are 75. Nope, adult cats are 50 and kittens are 75.
That's awesome. I like to ask, or I try to ask guests if I have enough time, but what's your favorite part about working with It Takes a Village?
I'd say my coworkers are probably the highlight of working at It Takes a Village. Obviously the animals, but our facility, we're all just one big family, and we help each other out when we can. We really pay attention to the dogs and the cats and their personalities, and they know when a good fit is a good fit, and they try to find the best fit for you.
Count is 0-2 after Paolini takes that strike here in this ball game. Evansville trailing 1-0. Runner at first is LJ Jones. I know It Takes a Village, along with a lot of these other organizations, definitely want to help as much as they can. Do you know the number of pets you guys take in annually? Or do you have a guess?
A lot. A lot more than what we get out. And I feel like that's, across all rescues in our area and kind of all over the place right now. Adoptions are just not outweighing what we're intaking. We've had a couple good weeks here recently just because we've had really good adoption events. This month in particular, we've probably adopted, I'd say, 50 cats and dogs, which isn't a huge number, but in comparison to what it's been, it's a good number.
And after Paolini struck out looking, Cohen Wilbanks' first pitch to him missed wide. So LJ Jones does get to second base here, count 1-0 to the Otters catcher. And so that always means there's always enough dogs and cats to always be adopted.
100%. There's plenty more than what there should be. So if you're looking to adopt and you haven't adopted before, we have the perfect animal for you. If you're looking to add to your family, dog or cat, we definitely have we have tons of options.
Count is 1-1 to Cohen Wilbanks. He steps in first time today after last night going 0-for-3, did earn a walk. He has been excellent at getting on base. Here's the 1-1 pitch, misses high, count at 2-1 now. If you're up here, you ever thought about broadcasting a baseball game?
No.
Actually trying to do the broadcasting part? So it's really easy. You just got to say what's happening on the field.
Yeah.
Ball there.
Well, if you saw my first pitch earlier, it wasn't very good.
Oh,
So
I bet it wasn't that bad.
it's in the dirt.
Here's a 2-1 pitch. Fastball misses high. Count runs to 3-1. Well, my co-broadcaster, when he did his first pitch, he went way wide. So you beat him. That's all that matters. You beat him.
There you go.
You also did better than Zane over there. So that's all that matters. It's not about doing as good, or it's not about doing the best, it's about not doing the worst.
Yeah.
Count 3-1 to the Otters. Catcher on deck is Justin Felix. I should say Wilbanks, a catcher, DHing today, catching it last night, getting the day off from the field. Do you have a favorite moment while working with It Takes a Village that you remember?
I have only been employed since June, so not super long. But I would say probably, I don't know. I'd say we've had some longer residents be adopted here recently. That was really great. But I'd probably say I took Salem. She is one of our longer residents. She is a no other dog animal, so she can't really go to events like this. But I took her to an elementary school, and she had so much fun. We probably met 60 kids, and she was fantastic the whole time.
Wilbanks lines that one to center. Throw comes home. Throw to second is in time. Wilbanks gets caught trying to advance to second base. Jones does not score. A bang play, and the Otters go down in the second, get a couple of hits, but can't push across a run. They still trail by one as we head to the third inning. Thank you so much for joining us. Anything final you want to say before you head out? Adopt. That is a great message, and hopefully this spikes. If just one adoption, that will be successful. Well, thank you so much for joining me, and hopefully It Takes a Village can continue to grow and continue to get those dogs and cats out there.
Yep.
We'll take a short break here in the Otters Digital Network, and we'll be back. We'll head to the third inning.
Maintaining our independence becomes more and more vital as we age. Swerka and more can help you navigate this important journey by answering your questions and connecting you to free and unbiased community resources and support services. If you are seeking advice for yourself or a loved one, let Swerka be your first call. More information available at swerka.org or by calling 812-464-7800. Join Smile on Down Syndrome for a rockin' extra experience at their 24th annual Smile Mile Walk on Saturday, October 4th from 9 to noon at the Vanderburgh County 4-H Fairgrounds. Register to walk or donate by visiting smileondownsyndrome.org and come ready to rock it out for an extra spectacular time. All ages and abilities welcome.
We head to the third inning here at Bosse Field. The Otters got a couple of hits in that last inning. Jones was at second base. They did not send him. Wilbanks, trying to be aggressive, was thrown out at second in a bang play. So they do go down in the second, but it's good to see the Otters get a couple of hits against Milburn to really put some pressure on him. Hopefully they can continue that. Gonzalez enters there for the third inning. He'll face the 2-3-4 in the lineup, starting with James Dunlap. Dunlap flew out to center field his first time up. First pitch inside. He checked his swing, but it hit him in the arm. And he will reach first base to begin this inning.
First baseman, 27, Darryl Ruiz.
It's the first time this weekend that Dunlap has been hit by a pitch. Otters pitching so far this week now has hit 4 batters against this Windy City team. And we'll bring in Darryl Ruiz, who reached on an error his first time up. Again, it's just been 1 run given up for Young Gonzalez on 1 hit. Looks over first base, delivers the first pitch to Ruiz. That one misses outside for ball 1. You'll see the Otters try to... You'll see Gonzalez first to shut down this Windy City offense and then try to put some runs on the board there in the next inning after getting a little bit of momentum on their side. The 1-0 pitch, that one misses low. Count 2-0. Again, Gonzalez struggling a little bit with command in this start. Something he hasn't really, again, had too many issues with most of his starts. So far, 42 pitches, 22 of them have missed. That one in the zone. Gets back in the strike zone, now 2-1 to Ruiz, who again has been off to a very fast start, a .331 batting average entering this ball game. Just over 40 games played for Windy City this year. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Line to left, but out of play. Count 2-2. The Otters playing from behind here, down by just 1 run. Last night tried to play from behind 7. Almost managed their way to find their way back in, but just couldn't complete the comeback tonight, trying to not just win the series, but the season series, tied at 4 entering this ball game. 2-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Second German-American Bank strikeout for Yohan Gonzalez, a big out number 1 in the inning. With Dunlap still at first base. Dunlap on the season, 19 stolen bases. And with 1 away, it'll be Carlos Pena.
Right fielder 32, Carlos Pena.
Pena, his first time up, walked. He's had a couple of walks this series. First pitch right to Jones, into the glove. That's a double play. That ball was ripped, but right to L.J. Jones. We'll take that. A Hoosier Lottery double play will end the inning. We will head to the bottom of the third. Otters trail by 1 here in the Otters Digital Network and on 96.9 WYIR.
Right now in Vanderburgh County, over 800 children are in the child welfare system waiting for someone to be their voice, and you could be that voice by becoming a court-appointed special advocate, a CASA volunteer. Donating just a few hours a month of your time can change a child's life forever. Vanderburgh County CASA invites you to join them. Stand up, speak out, be for the child, be a CASA. For more information, visit vandcasa.com. That's VAND CASA.com. Smile on Down Syndrome is celebrating 25 years of serving smiles to the Tri-States Down Syndrome community. Not only do we offer programming and support services, we sponsor annual events that give people with Down Syndrome opportunities to be stars of the show at our World Down Syndrome Day Ice Cream Social and Talent Show, Christmas dinner, and our Smile Mile, which is a day celebrating our Down syndrome community, their families that involve the entire tri-state community, and the highlight of the year when individuals with Down syndrome really shine like a star among smiling supporters. Learn more and find your way to get involved and show your support at smileondownsyndrome.org. Ballet Indiana is made up of local ballet professionals, dedicated parents, and community members in order to provide unique and life-enriching experiences for hundreds of young dancers, while carrying out their mission to inspire a lifelong appreciation for dance for both our dancers and the Evansville community. More information on Ballet Indiana and information about their upcoming performances is available at balletindiana.org.
We head to the bottom of the third inning. Otters will send 8, 9, and 1 to the plate in this inning. Start with Justin Felix. Given the chance to catch tonight. He caught one of the games, played the first 5 innings in Washington before being substituted in that ball game. First pitch misses high for ball 1. Felix entering with a .303 on base percentage, a guy who draws a ton of walks. He's been good at that this year. Hopefully he can try to just find a way to get on base here in the bottom of the third. Otters trail 1-0. 1-0 pitch misses outside, make it 2-0 to Felix. The Otters trying to win their 4th straight series after winning in Mississippi, winning here at home, sweeping Joliet here at home, and then sweeping Washington on the road. 2-1 pitch misses, or finds his own inside corner, 2-1. First series against this team, they went 2-1, and they went 1-2 on the road against Windy City earlier this month. 2-1 pitch misses high, make it 3-1 to Felix. Going 1-1 this series, deadlocked at 4-4, deadlocked in record coming into this game at 36-53. Here's the 3-1 delivery to Felix. Swings at that one, popped up right field. Out on it is Pena. He will keep running, but able to bring it in eventually for 1 out. Kept drifting on him. With 1 away, it's Darryl Jackson. Got a pretty strong wind blowing out to right center field.
Batting ninth, the shortstop, number 3, Darryl Jackson.
The Otters with 3 lefties on the bench today, including J.J. Cruz getting the game off. Again, with the left-handed pitcher on the mound, makes sense. First pitch to Jackson. Called strike 1 on a pitch outside the zone. He'll start behind 0-1. Milburn trying to work through the first 3 innings scoreless. He's got 1 away here in the 3rd. For next pitch, backdoor breaker. That one does find the zone. Counts 0-2. Jackson entering this ball game with a .227 batting average, but he has been elite in the 9th inning. He's 3 for 3 in that inning. Chop towards 3rd, brought in by Gibson. Long throw to first in time. Quickly, there's 2 away in the inning. And it'll be the top of the lineup. The Edward Jones leadoff batter of the game, Dennis Pierce, to step in for the 2nd time today.
Batter, third baseman, number 10, Dennis Pierce.
He lined out to shortstop his first time up. Now 13 home runs on the season, a .286 batting average for the rookie. Joined the team halfway or like a third through the season. Here's the first pitch to him. Backdoor breaker finds the zone. Milburn starts out in front 0-1. He's been using that slider-esque pitch very well so far, especially against these right-handed hitters. Oh, another breaker. That one finds the zone as well. Make it 0-2. Does a good job mixing up the slider with the curveball. Now Pierce has to fight from behind 0-2. Milburn on the rubber. Agrees, winds, and delivers. Fastball, that one taken high. And that's what's going to make you successful in this league. Seen it with Braden Scott. If you can mix up not just the velocities, but different types of off-speed pitches. Really full batters keep them off stride. 1-2 pitch. Slider didn't quite break enough. Evens it up at 2-2. Milburn's been very efficient so far. Just 44 pitches, almost through the 3rd inning. Here's the 2-2 delivery. Fastball misses outside, count runs full, so 3 straight pitches have missed. Good at bat here from Pierce after going down 0-2. Chance to run this count, or chance to extend this inning. Here's the payoff pitch. Breaker swung on and missed a big swing, came up empty on the breaker that just found the top of the zone. The Otters go down 1-2-3 in the 3rd. The Otters down by 1 as we head to the 4th here in the Otters Digital Network and on 96.9 WYIR.
Smile on Down Syndrome has been providing a bright hope for tomorrow to the tri-state region for 25 years, providing smiles, support, and programs for individuals with Down syndrome while raising community awareness to create a brighter world that accepts and understands people with Down syndrome. Learn more now at smileondownsyndrome.org. Smile on Down Syndrome is planning a Rockin' Extra Smile Mile celebrating 24 years of walks to support individuals rocking that extra 21st chromosome on Saturday, October 4th at the Vanderburgh County 4-H Fairgrounds. This event will rock your socks off with a vendor mall, food trucks, face painting, special guest appearances, a Rockin' Extra talent show, and more. To learn more about how to rock at the walk or how to become an event sponsor or even to make a donation, visit smileondownsyndrome.org or text 812-449-6049 for more information. This sponsored event is open to the entire tri-state community. Maintaining our independence becomes more and more vital as we age. Swerka and more can help you navigate this important journey by answering your questions and connecting you to free and unbiased community resources and support services. If you are seeking advice for yourself or a loved one, let Swerka be your first call. More information available at swerka.org or by calling 812-464-7800. Join Smile on Down Syndrome for a Rockin' Extra experience at their 24th annual Smile Mile Walk on Saturday, October 4th from 9 to noon at the Vanderburgh County 4-H Fairgrounds. Register to walk or donate by visiting smileondownsyndrome.org and come ready to rock it out for an extra spectacular time. All ages and abilities welcome. Right now in Vanderburgh County, over 800 children are in the child welfare system waiting for someone to be their voice, and you could be that voice by becoming a court-appointed special advocate, a CASA volunteer. Donating just a few hours a month of your time can change a child's life forever. Vanderburgh County CASA invites you to join them. Stand up, speak out, be for the child, be a CASA. For more information, visit vandcasa.com. That's VAND CASA.com.
We head to the fourth inning here at Bosse Field. The Otters trail 1-0. Yohan Gonzalez just worked a 1-2-3 third, got help with a line out and a double play to end that last inning. He will face Grant Thurman, Christian Kazimka, and Josh Gibson. Hello, everybody. Final Sunday game here at Bosse Field for the Otters in 2025. Got started early in this one. They won a tight 4-2 ball game against Joliet last weekend on Sunday. Against Windy City, get to play from behind. Behind one. First pitch to Thurman, misses outside for ball one. Had to play from behind in that game too. Went down 2-0 in the third. Didn't come back to tie it until the seventh. Took the lead in the eighth. 1-0 pitch finds his own, make it 1-1. It's the way this team's been playing as of late. They've been coming from behind, never really been out of games. That one on a line, past the glove of L.J. Jones at first, and a leadoff single for the inning. Leadoff base runner for the second straight inning.
14, Christian Kuzimka.
We'll bring up Christian Kazimka with a runner at first base. He flew out to center field his first time up. Gonzalez, just his second hit he's given up. First one was on a high flare that just found itself into some open grass out in right center. Here's the first pitch to Kazimka, misses inside for ball one. Kazimka trying to find some ground here at the end of this year as that pitch misses outside, make it 2-0. Playing his 63rd game of the season, batting 189 right now. That one flown out to center. Paylene barely has to move as the wind pushes over towards his left. Able to bring it in time, and there's one away in the inning. Now it brings in Josh Gibson, who walked, eventually scored on the Zach Beadle single.
Third baseman, 2, Josh Gibson.
Gonzalez has had to work around some traffic in each of these innings. Trying to do it here again. First pitch to Gibson, swinging. Soft pop-up to right, shallow right field. It's brought in time by Graham Brown. Quickly, there's two away all of a sudden. Now to bring in Jalen Greer, who flew out to right field his first time up.
5, Jalen Greer.
Greer, the former fifth-round pick of the Oakland Athletics in the 2019 draft, drafted in the same round as Stephen Paolini. His second year of independent ball, spent 2022 with this Windy City team. First pitch misses inside for ball one. Went to high school in Chicago, played 18 games back in 22. Here in 23, making his 45th appearance of the season. 1-0 delivery. Pitch misses low, make it 2-0. Thurman over at first base got a big jump, but decided against running. Greer with 2 home runs, 7 doubles. 245 batting average this season, a 292 OBP. Fastball finds the outside corner, make it 2-1 to Greer. Spent 3 seasons within the minors, or within the Oakland Athletics minor league organization. Made it as high as Double-A. 2-1 pitch misses outside, make it 3-1. Zach Beadle, the RBI hitter, awaiting on deck. Gonzalez comes set. Looks over at first base. Now delivers a throw over to first base, but nothing doing. Count still 3-1. 2 away here in the top of the 4th inning. Otters trail 1-0. Here's the 3-1 pitch. Runner takes off. Pitch misses inside. Ball 4. Doesn't matter. Strong throw from Felix, however. Doesn't really matter. Now it puts runners at first and second with 2 away.
Catcher 33, Zach Beadle.
Gonzalez today has walked 3 batters. He's hit he's hit 1 other batter. Given up a couple of hits. He's given up just 1 run, though. Again, I've seen a couple of these games where he's done this, where he's just worked around some traffic, just kept Evansville in the ball game, trying to do that here. Faces Zach Beadle. First pitch swinging popped up, shallow center. Out on it is Brown. It's Paolini coming in. He calls everybody off, and he brings it in for out number 3. So Windy City gets a couple of runners on again, but strand them. Otters still trail by 1 as we head to the bottom of the 4th here on the Otters Digital Network and on 96.9 WYIR.
Smile on Down Syndrome is celebrating 25 years of serving smiles to the Tri-States Down Syndrome community. Not only do we offer programming and support services, we sponsor annual events that give people with Down syndrome opportunities to be stars of the show at our World Down Syndrome Day Ice Cream Social and Talent Show, Christmas dinner, and our Smile Mile, which is a day celebrating our Down syndrome community, their families that involve the entire tri-state community, and the highlight of the year when individuals with Down syndrome really shine like a star among smiling supporters. Learn more and find your way to get involved and show your support at smileondownsyndrome.org. Ballet Indiana is made up of local ballet professionals, dedicated parents, and community members in order to provide unique and life-enriching experiences for hundreds of young dancers, while carrying out their mission to inspire a lifelong appreciation for dance for both our dancers and the Evansville community. More information on Ballet Indiana and information about their upcoming performances is available at balletindiana.org. Maintaining our independence becomes more and more vital as we age. Swerka and more can help you navigate this important journey by answering your questions and connecting you to free and unbiased community resources and support services. If you are seeking advice for yourself or a loved one, let Swerka be your first call. More information available at swerka.org or by calling 812-464-7800.
Otters trail by 1 as we head to the bottom of the 4th inning. They'll have Graham Brown to lead it off this inning. Got a couple of hits in the 2nd. Couldn't push across a run. Trying to break into this ball game here on Sunday afternoon. Mentioned there are 5 games going on in the Frontier League currently. Florence up 4-0 on Gateway. Big game for Gateway. Schaumburg's leading 6-3 over Lake Erie. New York and Down East still scoreless in the 5th inning, while Ottawa currently beating Brockton 7-5. Some runs have really come across that game in the top of the 4th. Here in the top of the 4th, or bottom of the 4th, sorry, in this ball game. First pitch to Brown, a breaker that doesn't break quite enough, and he jumps out in front 1-0. Sussex County in New Jersey has also just gotten underway. Looks like they were planned for a 1:05 East or Central time start, 2:05 Eastern time. Here's the 1-0 delivery. Fastball misses low. Make it 2-0. Milburn so far in the game, 3 scoreless innings, given up a couple of hits, hasn't walked anybody yet. Both those hits came in the 2nd inning. He went 1-2-3 in the 1st and the 3rd. 2-0 pitch. That one misses low. Count moves to 3-0. Brown still without a hit in this series. That's a lie. He went 1 for 4 in the 1st game. Almost missed it. And then in the 2nd game, didn't get a hit, but walked twice. 3-0 pitch does find the inside corner. Make it 3-1. I'd love a walk here. Just to get on base to lead off an inning would be huge. Here's the 3-1. Swing line to left, but it hooks just foul, and the count runs full. So with the count full, Brown steps back in, trying to lead off this 4th inning for Evansville as they trail 1-0. Payoff pitch, chopped high towards short. Dunlap takes it in the glove, throw to first in time, and there's one away. With one out, it moves the inning to J.T. Benson.
Right fielder, number 9, J.T. Benson.
Benson steps in, again 0 for 1, 0 for 8 in the series with a walk, trying to find his way here. First pitch to him, misses outside for ball 1. A little bit more inaccuracies for Milburn in this inning than he has prior. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Checked his swing. He did go, says the home plate umpire. Count at 1-1. That breaker just fell out of the zone. Here's the 1-1 delivery to Benson. On a line, up the middle, through for a base hit. A 1-out single for Evansville puts a runner on, a good stolen base runner as well in front of L.J. Jones, who already has a hit in this ball game. Jones had a really clutch week in Washington, 9 RBIs.
Number 20, L.J. Jones.
Some big opportunities in that game as well. Last night did go 0 for 4. Already has a hit in this game. You'd love to see him get a second one here. Keep this rally going. Here's the first pitch to him. That one misses outside for ball 1. Benson over at first. Mentioned he's been great at stealing bases. Entering this game 22 for 24 on the season. Milburn watches him, delivers over to first base. Benson back in time. Count still 1-0 to the Otters' first baseman in today's ball game. Keenan Taylor awaiting on deck. 1-0 pitch on the ground towards short. Dunlap backhands it, can't glove it, can't hold it. And Jones reaches. I think the ball might have gotten stuck in the glove. Either way, an error on Dunlap, his second of the series, puts runners at first and second with 1 away.
Left fielder, number 12.
The Otters catch a break, but man, they'll take it. And how this series is gone, they'll take it. Now brings in Keenan Taylor, who hit the ball well his first time up, but flew out to center field. Benson over at second base. L.J. Jones now at first. Milburn looks back at second, delivers the first pitch. A breaker. Beauty of a pitch. Gets out in front of Taylor, 0-1. Milburn, 4 starts in the Frontier League. He has 4 wins. The Otters trying to find a way to score on him. The 0-1 pitch swung on and missed by Taylor. Couldn't catch up to the fastball outside the zone, make it 0-2. As Taylor calls time, looking around the MLB, Pirates beat the Rockies 4-0 behind 7 shutout innings from Paul Skeens. Astros and Orioles are tied at 1 in the middle of the 4th. Mets in front of the Braves 2-0 in the top of the 5th. 0-2 pitch, fouled off by Taylor as he stays alive. That one ends up in the Otters dugout. Phillies out in front of the Nationals 2-0 in the bottom of the 3rd. They're also threatening to score more. Royals out in front of the Tigers 6-1 in the bottom of the 4th. Blue Jays behind on the Marlins 1-0. Go-to pitch. Popped up right side. It's going to get up and overhead. Overhead foul ball brought to you by Heads Construction. Choose the best, never regret it. Twins and White Sox through 1 inning. White Sox up 3-0. Here's the next 0-2 delivery to Taylor. Another breaker line to left. That one looks good. It's going to get down and reach all the way to the wall. 1 run will score easily. Jones rounding second and heading for third. Thurman having trouble out with it, does eventually get it back in. Jones will stay at third, and a Deerhead double-decker double has tied the ball game for Evansville as they continue to threaten here in the fourth. Keenan Taylor comes through in a big way. And out brings up Stephen Paolini.
Number 34, Stephen Paolini.
Took him a long time to get that one big hit in this series. Had some opportunities in game one last night. Again, just not really many opportunities. Had one base runner coming into the 8th inning. Eventually got the big hit on the Dennis Pierce home run, but still wasn't enough to tie the game. And now it brings in Stephen Paolini. Infield comes in. First pitch to him misses low for ball 1. Good stop from Beadle to keep the ball in front of him. A couple of games are currently under delay. The Giants and Brewers, and the Cardinals and the Rays both currently delayed. Here's the 1-0 pitch to Paolini. Popped up left side. That one's going to get out of play, and the count will even up at 1-1. Again, infield in. Jones over at third base. Taylor now at second. You would just love to find a way to get that go-ahead run in from third. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss at the slider. Now the count 1-2 to the Otters center fielder. Need something here. Can't leave this inning without taking the lead. Here's the 1-2. Checked his swing. He did go to the third base umpire, and there's 2 away. Now it brings in Cohen Wilbanks, who singled his first time up as the infield goes back to the normal depth.
Designated hitter, number 23, Cohen Wilbanks.
Wilbanks singled, tried to get to second base, being aggressive. It was thrown out. And now comes in a big spot here. Tying run at third base, or go-ahead run, sorry, at third base. First pitch breaker didn't break enough. He'll start out in front 1-0. There is a base open for Milburn to work with Justin Felix on deck. Wind still pretty heavy out to right center field. 1-0 pitch. Lined up and overhead. Overhead foul ball. Brought to you by Heads Construction. Choose the best, never regret it.
Choose the best, never regret it.
Counts now 1-1 to the Otters DH in today's ball game. The 4th time he's DH'd this year. 1-1 pitch. Breaker inside, and it hit him. Just lost control of it. And the bases will now load up. That will bring up Justin Felix in a big spot here in this ball game. 2 away, bases loaded. Game tied at 1 after the Keenan Taylor double.
The catcher, number 5, Justin Felix.
Taylor flew up to right field his first time up. You'd love for him to find a way to get that run home. Milburn comes set, delivers the first pitch. Swinging, hit well out to left. Thurman back at the track. It's gone! Justin Felix, grand slam!
Ladies and gentlemen, Justin Felix, grand slam.
Felix attacks the first pitch fastball and has all of a sudden put the Otters up 5-1.
The shortstop, number 3, Terrell Jackson.
And now Daryl Jackson will try to follow that one as the Otters have their second 5-run inning of the last 2 games. First pitch misses low for ball 1. One 0 pitch, checked his swing on a pitch that missed low. Now it's 2-0. Can you look back to that error on the L.J. Jones ground ball to short? And now that completely changed this inning. Kept the inning alive. They've taken advantage. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Breaker misses high, make it 3-0. Milburn all of a sudden struggling to find the zone here. Southpaw winds and delivers the 3-0. Finds the zone there, gets back in the count, make it 3-1. Felix's 3rd home run of the year. Had a big one for his first home run here at this field. It was a 3-run shot that put them out in front. Well, he does it here with a grand slam as well. 3-1 pitch, fly ball center field. That one's sending Feltz back. And now he comes in a little bit and brings it in for out number 3. The Otters score 5 runs, capped off by a Justin Felix grand slam, their 2nd grand slam of the season. And now they have a 5-1 lead as we head to the 5th here on the Otters Digital Network and on 96.9 WYIR.
Join Smile on Down Syndrome for a rockin' extra experience at their 24th annual Smile Mile Walk on Saturday, October 4th from 9 to noon at the Vanderburgh County 4-H Fairgrounds. Register to walk or donate by visiting smileondownsyndrome.org and come ready to rock it out for an extra spectacular time. All ages and abilities welcome. Right now in Vanderburgh County, over 800 children are in the child welfare system waiting for someone to be their voice, and you could be that voice by becoming a court-appointed special advocate, a CASA volunteer. Donating just a few hours a month of your time can change a child's life forever. Vanderburgh County CASA invites you to join them. Stand up, speak out, be for the child, be a CASA. For more information, visit vandcasa.com. That's VAND CASA.com. Smile on Down Syndrome is celebrating 25 years of serving smiles to the Tri-States Down Syndrome community. Not only do we offer programming and support services, we sponsor annual events that give people with Down Syndrome opportunities to be stars of the show at our World Down Syndrome Day Ice Cream Social and Talent Show, Christmas dinner, and our Smile Mile, which is a day celebrating our Down syndrome community, their families that involve the entire tri-state community, and the highlight of the year when individuals with Down syndrome really shine like a star among smiling supporters. Learn more and find your way to get involved and show your support at smileondownsyndrome.org.
It's time for the Buffalo Wild Wings 5th inning with bottomless apps here. You can visit either Evans location, 545 Pearl Drive and 715 North Green Road for details. Dine in only. Otters score 5 runs in the bottom of the 4th, and all of a sudden, Yolan Gonzalez is out there with a 4-run lead to work with. He's had to work around some traffic. He has stranded 5 runners through the first 4 innings. He also had a double play for him. Now he faces the top of the lineup in Cam Feltz, who's 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a pop-out on a bunt attempt. First pitch misses inside for ball 1. The speedy switch-hitting Feltz does have the ability to bunt for a hit. You wonder if he's going to try to do that here. They try to rebound after 5 runs were given up. That pitch does find the zone, make it 1-1. Again, that error to L.J. Jones really changed the inning because of that. Only one of those runs ended up being earned for Milburn. 1-1 pitch on the ground towards first. Jones takes it himself to first in time for 1 out. Now it brings in James Dunlap, who's 0 for 1 with a hit by pitch.
Shortstop, 7, James Dunlap.
Dunlap with 3 hits on the series, trying to bounce back Windy City now. Justin Felix, the grand slam, just the 2nd for Evansville this year. They had 1 in July against Quebec. Now they've had 1 here in August. Gonzalez winds and delivers the first pitch to Dunlap. Misses low for ball 1. Down East has taken an early lead over New York as that one is lifted to left center field. Over towards it is Paolini. He brings it in for out number 2. Say early lead, it's bottom of the 5th. It's middle of the game. All the other scores have stayed the same. Some quick games going on. And again, as I mentioned, Florence out in front 4-0 of Gateway. Evansville trying to stay in line with Florence as they come in here next week. And that could be a big series upcoming. Not for playoff push or anything, just for pride. First pitch to Darrell Ruiz. Misses outside for ball 1. He's 0 for 2. He reached once on an error and reached once, or didn't reach. He struck out swinging. Here's the 0-1 pitch, or 1-0 pitch. That one finds the zone. Looking forward. Now it's a 1-1 pitch. Gonzalez looking in, winds and delivers. That pitch misses outside, make it 2-1. All 3 pitches have been trying to find that outside corner to Ruiz. He's shown a lot more power to the right side of the field so far in this series. 2-1 backdoor breaker finds the zone, evens it up at 2-2. Strike away from getting out of the inning here. Trying to work a 1-2-3 inning. 2-2 pitch, line back, stays alive. He worked a 1-2-3 inning in the 3rd, but had to get a double play to do it. Trying to work his first inning where he doesn't have to go to the stretch is Gonzalez. 2-2 pitch, backdoor breaker. Didn't quite catch it, and the count runs full. Here's pitch 82 from Yohan Gonzalez. That one lined to left, but foul. Count stays full.
That overhead foul ball brought to you by Heads Construction. Choose the best, never regret it.
Gonzalez looking in, trying to find his way to get Ruiz out here. Payoff pitch. Lined up the middle. That's going to get through for a base hit, and a 2-out hit extends the inning.
Right fielder, 32, Carlos Pena.
I'll bring in Carlos Pena, who walked his first time and then hit a hard line out to Jones over at first base. Ended up being a double play for Evansville. Former Indiana State Sycamore off to a scorching start for Windy City for his professional career. First pitch to him. Backdoor breaker. Not giving that one. Count moves to 1-0. One-0 pitch. Pulled the string on him. Got him swinging out in front of that pitch. Make it 1-1. Pena in his 9th professional game. Already 5 extra base hits. Flies that one out to left field. Taylor out on it. Now comes in a little bit and brings it in for out number 3. So Gonzalez works a scoreless 5th. Time to go to the bottom of the 5th here on the Otters Digital Network and on 96.9 WYIR.
Ballet Indiana is made up of local ballet professionals, dedicated parents, and community members in order to provide unique and life-enriching experiences for hundreds of young dancers, while carrying out their mission to inspire a lifelong appreciation for dance for both our dancers and the Evansville community. More information on Ballet Indiana and information about their upcoming performances is available at balletindiana.org. Smile on Down Syndrome has been providing a bright hope for tomorrow to the tri-state region for 25 years, providing smiles, support, and programs for individuals with Down syndrome while raising community awareness to create a brighter world that accepts and understands people with Down syndrome. Learn more now at smileondownsyndrome.org. Smile on Down Syndrome is planning a Rockin' Extra Smile Mile celebrating 24 years of walks to support individuals rocking that extra 21st chromosome on Saturday, October 4th at the Vanderburgh County 4-H Fairgrounds. This event will rock your socks off with a vendor mall, food trucks, face painting, special guest appearances, a Rockin' Extra talent show, and more. To learn more about how to rock at the walk or how to become an event sponsor or even to make a donation, visit smileondownsyndrome.org or text 812-449-6049 for more information. This sponsored event is open to the entire tri-state community.
To the bottom of the fifth inning, Otters lead 5-1. They'll try to follow that fourth inning where they scored 5 runs, including the Justin Felix grand slam to cap it off. And now the Edward Jones leadoff batter of the game will lead off the fifth inning. He is 0 for 2. Strikeout and a line out, trying to turn his day around. Here's the first pitch to him. That one finds his own at the knees for strike one. Milburn back out there for the fifth. So far on the game, 4 innings, 5 hits, 5 runs, just 1 of them earned, no walks, 3 strikeouts. There's some action out in the Windy City bullpen. Can't see because the numbers are barely lighter than the jersey. Looks like Avery Cook potentially, who we saw in the finale against Windy City. Here's the 0-1 delivery. That one misses low, make it 1-1. Evansville with 5 hits, 5 runs. Each team has an error. Justin Felix, the big grand slam. Here's the 1-1 pitch. On a line to left, but just foul, and now the count 1-2.
Have you seen Evan the Otter around lately? Make sure you tell him hello when you do. Evan's excited to see all of our fans and encourages you to visit Heritage for all your banking needs. Heritage Proud Partner.
Bottom of the fifth here in this Sunday finale. It was all smooth for Milburn. Looked like he may have gotten the double play ball he needed on LJ Jones, then everything fell apart. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Misses low, make it 2-2. Keenan Taylor followed that with a double to tie the ball game up. He struck out Paolini, then hit Wilbanks, setting up Justin Felix, who took a first pitch fastball just over the left field wall. Milburn takes a deep breath and delivers the 2-2 pitch. Check swing and a pitch in the dirt. Count runs full. Milburn 80 pitches and 4+ innings. He was looking really efficient before that 4th inning fell apart. Payoff pitch. Tried to go backdoor breaker, missed it for ball 4. The first Deerhead Sidewalk Cafe and Bar of the game for Evansville. And they've got a leadoff runner on for Graham Brown. Here comes the coach to the mound. See if they stick with him. Again, Milburn has been excellent for them this year, and he's only given up 1 earned run. And he will just be out there having a conversation between his pitcher Milburn and the catcher Beadle. Now trying to work around this leadoff walk. Brown grounded out to shortstop his last time up. Vincent and then the Evansville again followed that up with some hits and some luck, and eventually the grand slam.
Second baseman.
As the coach comes off, and the catcher Beadle goes behind the plate. Graham Brown will step to the plate with the runner at first base. Here to begin this inning. Here's the first pitch to him, backdoor breaker. That one finds the zone. Count 0-1. New York didn't waste any time. They tied it at the top of the 6th. It's now tied 1-1. Still a lot of wind blowing out to right center. The 0-1 pitch misses high, make it 1-1. Gateway and Florence into the top of the 9th inning. Pitcher for Florence today, Zach Westcott, has just been dealing. 1-1 pitch, big swing, comes up empty, make it 1-2. Westcott just 81 pitches through 8 innings. That is wild. And with that, he will not be facing Evansville this upcoming week, so the Otters, even with him getting a win, will take that. Here's the 1-2. First a throw over to first base, nothing doing. Pierce over at first, not really a stolen base threat. Lake Erie scored a couple of runs. They now trail 6-4. They're trying to make their way back, trying to get a big win. Again, if they lose and Washington wins, they'll just be 1 game up into the final 2 series. 2-2, chopped towards third, but foul, and count will stand. Again, both those teams have matchups against Joliet and Down East upcoming. They do not play each other. Don't play anyone in the Central Division rest of the season. Here's the next 1-2 delivery. Chopped foul. Brown stays alive. Good at bat so far. Again, he worked really good at bat his last time up. Entered in the ground out, but he had a full count. Looks like he'll go get some pine tar for his bat. He'll step back in as Evansville still trying to add on to this lead. You'd love to get some more runs just to put this one out, put this one away. Milburn sets, looks over at first base, throws over to first base. Pierce just back in time. Went with the quick pickoff that time. Milburn, when there's a runner at first base, there's like a high leg kick over to first. That one was a sly step over to first. Here's the next 1-2. Brown just able to foul that one off and stay alive. Seen him whenever he's worried about a runner stealing, like JT Benson over there, he'll use a sly step home and try to get to home as quickly as possible. Small things that maybe not a lot of people notice, but can be a huge difference between guys stealing on you all the time and being able to hold them on. 1-2 pitch, line out to right. Over towards it is Pena, still going over towards it. It lands in Sammy's corner. Foul, and harmlessly, count stays 1-2. Time called as looks like a baseball came from the stands out back onto the field. I'll throw it back over. Brown will step back in. Count still 1-2. Pierce leading off first base. Otters lead 5-1 here in the bottom of the 5th. Still no one out. Next 1-2, chop towards third. It's going to go foul again. Long at bat for Graham Brown. Again, you'll have to see this for at any point in a game. You can draw at these at bats, force more and more pitches on the pitcher on the mound. That's 5 straight foul balls. Pitch number 9 upcoming in this at-bat. Next 1-2 pitch. That one misses outside. Count now 2-2. Milburn sets, looking over at first base. Delivers a 2-2. Chopped foul again. We'll have another pitch in this at-bat. .92 pitches for Milburn. Still doesn't have an out here in the 5th. A couple of long at-bats so far in this inning. Here's the next 2-2. Takes that one outside. Called strike 3. Brown thought for sure it was outside the zone. That one may have just caught the outside corner, though, and he goes down looking. There's a nasty pitch from Milburn to get the first out of the inning.
Right fielder, number 9, J.T. Benson.
And that will do it for Milburn's day. Gets the final out. Again, took him 10 pitches in that at-bat to finally get it out, but that'll do it as this part of the lineup is starting to figure him out. We'll have a new pitcher on the mound after a short break here on the Otters Digital Network and on 96.9 WYIR.
Maintaining our independence becomes more and more vital as we age. Swerka and more can help you navigate this important journey by answering your questions and connecting you to free and unbiased community resources and support services. If you are seeking advice for yourself or a loved one, let Swerka be your first call. More information available at swerka.org or by calling 812-464-7800. Join Smile on Down Syndrome for a rockin' extra experience at their 24th annual Smile Mile Walk on Saturday, October 4th from 9 to noon at the Vanderburgh County 4-H Fairgrounds. Register to walk or donate by visiting smileondownsyndrome.org and come ready to rock it out for an extra spectacular time. All ages and abilities welcome. Right now in Vanderburgh County, over 800 children are in the child welfare system waiting for someone to be their voice, and you could be that voice by becoming a court-appointed special advocate, a CASA volunteer. Donating just a few hours a month of your time can change a child's life forever. Vanderburgh County CASA invites you to join them. Stand up, speak out, be for the child, be a CASA. For more information, visit vandcasa.com. That's VAND CASA.com.
Windy City call to the bullpen is, in fact, Avery Cook. Cook on the mound. Behind the plate, Zach Beadle. That pitcher and catcher battery is sponsored by the Answer Auto Repair East. Find your battery needs at the Answer Auto Repair East, located at 2319 North Greenwood Road, or call 812-475-9000. Avery Cook making his 7th appearance of the season. Enters with a 7.71 ERA, is 1-0. That one win came on August 10th against Evansville. Last time out, pitched an inning, gave up 2 runs against Lake Erie. Getting in that August 10th outing, ended up giving up 5 runs, but it was mostly in that final inning that he pitched in the 9th. 3 of his 5 runs were given up then. Came in and really settled the Evansville offense down that was looking so good all day. First pitch to Benson finds the zone. Benson, I don't think he was ready for it, saying that it shouldn't have been allowed to pitch it. Counts 0-1, and now McCauley is upset, trying to get an explanation from Klosterman. Benson trying to get an explanation, but count's going to be 0-1. Cook's called in a very similar situation. He got called in against Evansville last time. 0-1 pitch, called strike 2. Counts 0-2. Came in, Evansville having an early lead. Gave up some early runs, then really settled in. Their team got them back in it as that pitch misses inside. Ended up earning his only win of the season. One-two pitch misses way outside. Make it 2-2. Cook, another former Purdue Boilermaker. Him and Milburn were teammates in the spring. Cook spent 4 years at Purdue. This spring having a 4.50 ERA. Is that one soft liner into left field? That's going to get down for a base hit. Pierce rounding first, heading for second, or for third, sorry. Benson heading for second. Thurman struggles to get it again, but eventually gets it in time. And another Deerhead double-decker double for Evansville. Put runners at first and second. Wow, I can't speak. Second and third with just one out, as L.J. Jones will step in.
L.J. Jones.
Jones tonight 1 for 2. He's reached both times. Singled his first time up. Last time reached on an error. Eventually scored on the Felix Grand Slam. He's trying to extend this Otters lead. They lead 5-1. They're threatening for some more. Infield comes in. It's the first pitch to Jones. That one misses wide for ball 1. And this is how we saw Cook pitch in the first game. A little bit of a sidearm delivery. Tries to use that off speed to get these righties to swing out in front. Last one did get a jam shot, but Benson able to muscle it in there. Broken bat up the middle. Dunlap will play it. Neither run will advance. That will do it for 2 outs in the inning. Benson got a big lead off a second. He might have been able to get Benson, but just took the safe out. Noticing Pierce not trying to score. And now the infield will go back. The Otters going to need a big hit here or a mistake from Windy City to score a run. Taylor doubled his second time up. Doubled home the first run of the game for Evansville. So flew it to center field. He hit the ball well both times tonight. Here's the first pitch. That one misses outside for ball 1. He was facing a former Boilermaker on the mound earlier, although they weren't teammates. Cook, though, they were former teammates last year. Here's the 1-0. Breaker finds the inside corner. Make it 1-1. Taylor trying to break this game open, extend this Otters lead. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Checked his swing on the slider outside the zone. Make it 2-1. Cook comes set, looks in, delivers the 2-1 pitch. Line out to right. That's going to send Pena back. Still going back to the track. That one's at the wall. He runs in the wall. It's off the wall. Both runs will score. Taylor will get into second base. And a Deerhead double-decker double has extended the lead to 7-1. Taylor's second double of the game. Pena ran into that wall full speed. Just couldn't bring it in. Seems all right, though.
Center fielder, number 34, Stephen Paolini.
And now Stephen Paolini up trying to add to the lead once more. Here's the first pitch to Paolini. Takes that one outside for ball 1. Paolini was not on the team yet in Windy City, so he did not face Cook in that game. Here's the 1-0 delivery. That one finds his own outside edge. Make it 1-1. The Otters in the finale against Windy City led 7-1 at one point in that game. They lead 7-1 here. The offense starting to really come through. 1-1 pitch, check to swing, doesn't matter, it's in the zone. Make it 1-2. Paolini trying to avoid his third strikeout of the game. Here's the 1-2 pitch. That one misses wide. Make it 2-2. He's reached in every game as an Otter so far. He's had some really big hits. 2-2 pitch. That one misses wide. Count runs full. Got his hit last night right after Keenan Taylor got his single to really start off that big 5-run 8th inning. Here's the payoff pitch. Fouled off. Paolini stays alive. Count stays full. Still 2 away here in the bottom of the 5th. Otters have added 2 more runs. Cook sets on the mound, looking in, takes a deep breath, and delivers the next 3-2 pitch. That one hit well out to right. That's sending Pena back. That one's at the track. Feltz over there at the wall. He makes the catch as he runs into the wall for out number 3. Paolini just misses adding 2 more, but the Otters do get 2 in the bottom of the Buffalo Wild Wings 5th inning. Remember that bottomless episode now here. It's dine and only. Visit either Evans location, 5405 Pearl Drive and 715 North Green River Road for details. Take a short break, and we're back. We're heading to the 6. Otters lead 7-1 here on the Otters Digital Network and on 96.9 WYIR.
Smile on Down Syndrome is celebrating 25 years of serving smiles to the Tri-States Down Syndrome community. Not only do we offer programming and support services, we sponsor annual events that give people with Down syndrome opportunities to be stars of the show at our World Down Syndrome Day Ice Cream Social and Talent Show, Christmas dinner, and our Smile Mile, which is a day celebrating our Down syndrome community, their families that involve the entire tri-state community, and the highlight of the year when individuals with Down syndrome really shine like a star among smiling supporters. Learn more and find your way to get involved and show your support at smileondownsyndrome.org. Ballet Indiana is made up of local ballet professionals, dedicated parents, and community members in order to provide unique and life-enriching experiences for hundreds of young dancers, while carrying out their mission to inspire a lifelong appreciation for dance for both our dancers and the Evansville community. More information on Ballet Indiana and information about their upcoming performances is available at balletindiana.org.
We head into the 6th inning. Otters lead 7-1. Young Gonzalez out there for another inning of work. He has not worked a fully clean 1-2-3 inning, although he did work a 1-2-3 inning in the 3rd. But he has been excellent at keeping these or stranding runners. He's stranded 6 runners so far. He's given up just 1 run. And barring a big blow from him, which we have not seen all year, Evansville in a really, really good spot here as they enter the final 4 innings. It'll bring in Grant Thurman to begin this inning. He singled to begin the 4th inning, and he popped out to end the 1st inning. 1 for 2 on the game. Here's the first pitch to him. That one finds the outside corner for strike 1. The offense for Evansville has really given him a big cushion to work with. Here's the 0-1 delivery. On a line to right field. That one's going to drop in front of JT Benson. And a leadoff single. Second one for Thurman in the game. We'll move the inning to Christian Kazimka, who's flied out twice today.
14, Christian Kuzemka.
Kazimka 0 for 2 in the game. In the series, he's 0 for 5. First pitch misses low for ball 1. Good stop from Felix. Started game 1 is eventually pinch hit for Carlos Pena, who got the only damage of the entire game, not just for Windy City, but on Braden Scott. Here's the 1-0 pitch. That one popped up and out of play. Overhead foul ball brought to you by Heads Construction. Choose the best, never regret it. Counts 1-1.
Choose the best like fierce and never regret it.
Final dog days of summer here at the ballpark. Got some dogs roaming the stands. Beautiful day for baseball. Here's the 1-1 pitch to Kazimka. On the ground, past Pierce at third. Back-to-back singles to begin the 6th inning. And Windy City trying to crawl their way back into the game.
Third baseman, to Josh Gibson.
Now we'll bring up Josh Gibson. He is 0 for 1 in the game. A pop out to second base his last time up. He also walked and scored the lone run for Windy City on the Zach Beadle bloop single. Looks like there is some action, at least some loosening out in the Otters bullpen. No one getting warm quite yet. First pitch to Gibson, taken just high for ball 1. All those pitches, you'd love that call, but not giving it there. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Broken bat out to shallow left field, out on his Jackson. It's going to get over his head. Taylor will play it. Everyone will just play station to station. And a bloop single have loaded the bases.
For the winner fire.
Twice now he's gotten some broken bats, and twice has just found open grass. I mean, this is just, can't ask for a better pitch there. Gibson able to muscle it out to left field, and now he's going to work around the bases loaded, as now here comes the Otters bullpen into full action. Brings in Greer. He steps in 0 for 1 with a walk. First pitch swinging. Behind on it is Greer. He's behind 0-1. It's now 5 hits given up by Yohan Gonzalez. A couple of them, like I said, it's been weak contact that's found open grass in the outfield. 0-1 pitch misses high. Evens it up at 1-1. That run did come in to score against Milburn, so his day finishes with 2 earned runs given up, the most earned runs he's given up all year. 6 total runs given up, but 4 of those were unearned. Here's the 1-1. Big swing, and he's way behind. Gonzalez out in front of him, 1-2. 3 singles off of the bat for Windy City in this inning. Just found some open grass so far. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Fastball taken high, make it 2-2. Getting loose in the bullpen is Nick McAuliffe. He's been asked to enter some spots like this before. Well, the Otters would love to see Gonzalez get out of it. 2-2 pitch, misses low. Good stop by Felix, but the count runs full with nowhere to put Greer. Got to attack him here. Gonzalez looking in, trying to find the pitch. He comes set and delivers the payoff pitch. Taken low, ball 4. Just a bit inside as well, and that will walk in the second run of the game for Windy City. Still no one out in the inning. Here comes Max Peterson out of the dugout. He'll make the slow walk up to his pitcher, and he's going to go to his bullpen, not risking anything. Take a short break, and when we're back, we'll have a new pitcher on the mound for Evansville here on the Otters Digital Network and on 96.9 WYIR.
Smile on Down Syndrome has been providing a bright hope for tomorrow to the tri-state region for 25 years, providing smiles, support, and programs for individuals with Down syndrome while raising community awareness to create a brighter world that accepts and understands people with Down syndrome. Learn more now at smileondownsyndrome.org. Smile on Down Syndrome is planning a Rockin' Extra Smile Mile celebrating 24 years of walks to support individuals rocking that extra 21st chromosome on Saturday, October 4th at the Vanderburgh County 4-H Fairgrounds. This event will rock your socks off with a vendor mall, food trucks, face painting, special guest appearances, a Rockin' Extra talent show, and more. To learn more about how to rock at the walk or how to become an event sponsor or even to make a donation, visit smileondownsyndrome.org or text 812-449-6049 for more information. This sponsored event is open to the entire tri-state community. Maintaining our independence becomes more and more vital as we age. Swerka and More can help you navigate this important journey by answering your questions and connecting you to free and unbiased community resources and support services. If you are seeking advice for yourself or a loved one, let Swerka be your first call. More information available at swerka.org or by calling 812-464-7800.
Otters caller to the bullpen is Nick McAuliffe. McAuliffe on the mound. Behind the plate is Justin Felix. That pitcher and catcher battery is sponsored by The Answer Auto Repair East. Find your battery needs at The Answer Auto Repair East, located at 2319 North Green River Road, or call 812-475-9000. McAuliffe's going to enter with the bases loaded, no one away here against Windy City. Facing the 9 hitter Zach Beadle before facing the top of the lineup. Gonzalez finishes his game giving up 4 straight base runners. 3 of them were on singles. That last one he gave up to Gibson was a broken bat single that just landed over the head of Darryl Jackson at short. He will face Zach Beadle here to start his outing. Here's the first pitch breaker that misses high for ball 1. Tying run still not the plate for Windy City, but you don't want to let that run come to the plate at all in this inning. Counts 1-0. McAuliffe takes a deep breath and comes set. 1-0 pitch. That one misses high for 2-0. Very similar situation as what happened in Windy City. McAuliffe has been excellent since then, though. But in Windy City, he faced just 3 batters and walked them all. Only one of them was earned because of defensive mistake, but here's the 2-0 pitch. Big swing. Can't come up with it. Count 2-1. Entering with a 3.47 ERA in 35 games. Earned his 3rd save in his last appearance against Washington, where he came in and worked the scoreless 10th inning. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Popped up right side, sending Benson back. That one's at the track. It's at the wall. It's caught for out number 1. All the runners will tag and advance, and a run will score. That one just kept carrying with the wind. Thankfully, it stayed in the ballpark.
Center fielder for Cam.
With 1 away, Otters now lead 7-3. Bringing Cam Feltz with runners at 2nd and 3rd, just 1 out. Otters still playing back, allowing runs to score here just to get some outs, and why not? At this point, like I said, the tying run's still not even at the plate yet. Feltz today 0 for 3. Now infield comes in. Tricked me. McAuliffe steps off and resets himself. Steps back on, looks in. Now it's just the corners in with the middle infield back. Here's the first pitch to Feltz. Fastball misses high and tight for ball 1. McAuliffe, when he forces people to hit off him, he's usually really, really good. But he has struggled with walks at times. Specifically, talked about it in his last outing against Windy City, where he just 3 free passes to the 3 batters he faced. 1-0 breaker. That one finds the zone outside corner. Beauty of a pitch, make it 1-1. McAuliffe looking in, agreeing and setting. Delivering the 1-1 pitch. Pulled the string on him. Ugly swing. Make it 1-2. Feltz entering with a .272 batting average. He's 1 for 9 in the series coming into the game. Including the game, he's 1 for 12 on the series with an RBI. McAuliffe comes set. Delivering the 1-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Got him swinging at the curveball. Make it 2 outs on that German American Bank strikeout for McAuliffe. Now an out away from really limiting the damage in this inning.
Shortstop 7, James Dunlap.
He'll face James Dunlap. The Otters up 7-3. Runners at 2nd and 3rd. 2 away here in the 6th. Couple of big innings offensively for Evansville. Windy City trying to answer them. Here's the first pitch. Got him swinging with another off-speed pitch. He's getting all the swings he wants on that pitch. It's 0-1. Again, we've talked about McAuliffe, and he has that thing working. It is so hard for these batters to pick up on it. Here's the 0-1 pitch to Dunlap. Another breaker. Breaks it inside the zone. Make it 0-2. First one dropped out of the zone. He got him swinging out in front of it. That one he dropped right at the knees. Dunlap thinking it's going to miss the zone. Didn't swing. Can't ask for a better couple of pitches. For McAuliffe, he's pitched 34 and a third innings with 48 strikeouts on the season. Here's the 0-2. Another breaker. That one didn't quite catch the zone, didn't quite get the call or the swing. Make it 1-2. Trying to shut down this inning is McAuliffe. Looks in, agrees and sets, looking back at second. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Fastball fouled off to the left side. Count remains 1-2. The Otters scored 5 runs in the fourth, their second 5-run inning of the series. Scored 2 in the fifth. Put them up 7-1. A couple of runs here for Windy City has them down 7-3. Mentioned how similar it feels to that series finale, but McAuliffe has had his A-plus stuff today. Here's the 1-2. Slow roller towards short. Jackson plays it. Strong throw to first in time. That'll do it for Windy City in the sixth. They get a couple of runs, but McAuliffe comes in and limits the damage. We'll head to the bottom of the sixth. Otters lead by 4 here on the Otters Digital Network and on 96.9 WYIR.
Join Smile on Down Syndrome for a rockin' extra experience at their 24th annual Smile Mile Walk on Saturday, October 4th from 9 to noon at the Vanderburgh County 4-H Fairgrounds. Register to walk or donate by visiting smileondownsyndrome.org and come ready to rock it out for an extra spectacular time. All ages and abilities welcome. Right now in Vanderburgh County, over 800 children are in the child welfare system waiting for someone to be their voice, and you could be that voice by becoming a court-appointed special advocate, a CASA volunteer. Donating just a few hours a month of your time can change a child's life forever. Vanderburgh County CASA invites you to join them. Stand up, speak out, be for the child, be a CASA. For more information, visit vandcasa.com. That's VAND CASA.com. Smile on Down Syndrome is celebrating 25 years of serving smiles to the Tri-State's Down Syndrome community. Not only do we offer programming and support services, we sponsor annual events that give people with Down Syndrome opportunities to be stars of the show at our World Down Syndrome Day Ice Cream Social and Talent Show, Christmas dinner, and our Smile Mile, which is a day celebrating our Down syndrome community, their families that involve the entire tri-state community, and the highlight of the year when individuals with Down syndrome really shine like a star among smiling supporters. Learn more and find your way to get involved and show your support at smileondownsyndrome.org.
Windy City called to the bullpen. Ronnie Dominguez enters the game. Behind the plate is Zach Beadle. That pitcher and catcher battery is sponsored by the Answer Auto Repairs. Find your battery needs the Answer Auto Repairs located at 2319 North Carolina Road or call 812-475-9000. So Avery Cook exits. Dominguez enters. His first outing since the 20th against Lake Erie. He will start the inning against Cohen Wilbanks, who was hit by a pitch his last time up and scored on the Felix home run. First pitch scores on a bunt, pulls it back, but it's called strike one.
Today's attendance, 1,427. 1427.
Dominguez, his last time out, went an inning and a third, give up 6 runs, 5 of them earned on 4 hits, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts. Faced 11 batters. On August 8th, against Evansville, he went an inning and a third, gave up 3 earned runs on 4 hits, 1 walk, and 1 strikeout. The Otters will try to do some more damage against him here, trying to add to their 7-3 lead. 0-1 pitch, scores on a bunt, puts that one down right in front of the pitcher. The catcher who takes it. Beadle, strong throw to first, in the dirt, but snagged by Ruiz in time for out number 1.
The catcher, number 5, Justin Felix.
With 1 away, it'll be Justin Felix, the big grand slam in the 4th inning. 1 for 2 on the day. Those 4 RBIs that made it 5-1 at that point. Dominguez comes set, looks in, and delivers the first pitch to him. Big swing, can't come up on the off-speed pitch. He's behind 0-1. Felix has a lot of pop. He showed it earlier. 109 off the bat. 0-1 breaker. That one does find the outside corner. Count now 0-2 to the Otters catcher. His 36th game of the year, his 3rd home run of the season. Spent some time on the IL. It was the beginning of August. His first appearance since July on August 21st. As that pitch misses low, make it 1-2. Only 2 at-bats in that game, was eventually pinch hit 4. Dominguez sets, delivers the 1-2 pitch. That one misses way wide, make it 2-2. Dominguez, who pitches from the stretch exclusively, trying to find a way out of this inning. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Felix takes that pitch just outside the zone. Count runs full. Dominguez entering this ball game his 20th game. He's a 12.6 ERA. He's pitched 30 innings, 33 strikeouts to 25 walks. Here's the payoff pitch. Line to right. That one's foul, and the count stays full. He's an opponent on base percentage of .451 against him. I talked about this last time we saw him, but he has not been below double digits in ERA all season. Closest he got was 11.62 after his outing against Gateway on the 16th. Here's the next payoff pitch. Breaker chopped foul. Felix stays alive. So good at bat here from the Otters catcher. Seem to have a couple of these games where just seeing the ball well. Had that one in Quebec where he had 2 walks and then the big double. In the game following that against Ottawa where he had a double, went 1 for 3, so had some big hits this year. Here's the next payoff pitch. Hit well out to left. Thurman going back. He can only watch. Felix does it again. Justin Felix's 2nd home run of the game. Extends the lead to 5.
Ladies and gentlemen, Justin Felix.
101 off the bat, 375 out to left. Have a day, Justin Felix. He's the 5th Otter to have a multi-home run game this season. Now Gerald Jackson will enter. He's 0 for 2 on the game. First pitch swinging, fouled up and overhead. Overhead foul ball brought to you by Heads Construction. Choose the best, never regret it. Count is 0-1.
Choose the best and never regret it.
Gerald Jackson, again, his average not where he wants it to be, but he's had a lot of at-bats where he's hit the ball hard, just hasn't found any open space. 0-1 out in front of that one, fouls it off himself. Count now 0-2. And again, for whatever reason, when you put him in a pressure cooker, late in games, big at-bats, he's able to come through. Played the finale in Washington in that 9th inning, came in and led off the inning with a single. That game, the finale against Windy City, came in with 2 outs and got a 2-out single to keep the game alive. 0-2 pitch, checked his swing. Didn't quite find the zone. Count 1-2. Catcher Beetle thought it was strike 3, but wasn't given. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Swung on a miss, got him swinging as he pulled the string on him. 2nd out of the inning, and then it will be Dennis Pierce, the Edward Jones leadoff batter of the game, as he tries to extend the 6th inning.
Dennis Pierce.
Pierce walked his last time up, eventually scored on the Keenan Taylor double. 0 for 2 on the game, extended his on-base streak to 33 with the walk. First pitch swinging, popped up right side into foul territory. Over towards it is Ruiz, finds his way under it, and brings it in for out number 3. The Otters add another run on the second home run of the day from Justin Felix. Well, that's to the final 3 frames here at Bosley Field. Otters lead 8-3 on the Otters Digital Network and on 96.9 WYIR.
Ballet Indiana is made up of local ballet professionals, dedicated parents, and community members in order to provide unique and life-enriching experiences for hundreds of young dancers, while carrying out their mission to inspire a lifelong appreciation for dance for both our dancers and the Evansville community. More information on Ballet Indiana and information about their upcoming performances is available at balletindiana.org. Smile on Down Syndrome has been providing a bright hope for tomorrow to the tri-state region for 25 years, providing smiles, support, and programs for individuals with Down syndrome while raising community awareness to create a brighter world that accepts and understands people with Down syndrome. Learn more now at smileondownsyndrome.org. Smile on Down Syndrome is planning a Rockin' Extra Smile Mile celebrating 24 years of walks to support individuals rocking that extra 21st chromosome on Saturday, October 4th at the Vanderburgh County 4-H Fairgrounds. This event will rock your socks off with a vendor mall, food trucks, face painting, special guest appearances, a Rockin' Extra talent show, and more. To learn more about how to rock at the walk or how to become an event sponsor or even to make a donation, visit smileondownsyndrome.org or text 812-449-6049 for more information. This sponsored event is open to the entire tri-state community. Maintaining our independence becomes more and more vital as we age. Swerka and more can help you navigate this important journey by answering your questions and connecting you to free and unbiased community resources and support services. If you are seeking advice for yourself or a loved one, let Swerka be your first call. More information available at swerka.org or by calling 812-464-7800.
Otters called to the bullpen here in the 7th is Jackson Maloof. Maloof on the mound. Behind the plate is Justin Felix. That pitcher-catcher battery is sponsored by the Answer Auto Repair East. Find your battery needs at the Answer Auto Repair East, located at 2319 North Green River Road, or call 812-475-9000. Jackson Maloof enters with a 5.28 ERA after his 3 innings of ball in the finale against Washington, where he did not give up a hit in those 3 innings. Did walk a couple of batters, but struck out 2. Trying to follow that up here. He's got a 8-3 lead after Windy City scored 2 in the top half of the 6th. Justin Felix answered with a solo shot of his own, his second home run of the game. And now he will face Dale Ruiz to start this inning. First pitch just missed outside for ball 1. 3 lefties due up in the lineup for Maloof. There are 4 righties on the bench. We'll see if in this game they want to start using some of those bench players. 1-0 pitch finds the top corner, make it 1-1. See Maloof have a dominant arsenal of off-speed pitches. To be able to use them very well. Here's the 1-1. Fastball just misses outside. Make it 2-1. Tall lefty out of the College of New Jersey. Delivers the 2-1 pitch. Breaker finds the top edge. Make it 2-2. And that off-speed starts almost behind the left-handed batters. Finds its way into the middle of the zone. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Fastball misses high, count runs full. We'll see which direction he goes with here. He's missed 2 straight fastballs. He's gotten both his strikes on off-speed pitches. Comes set, delivers the payoff pitch, fouled off, up and overhead. Overhead foul ball brought to you by Heads Construction. Choose the best, never regret it. Count stays full. A sultry overhead foul ball from Zane Clodfelter. Ruiz steps in. He initially started the season not playing against lefties, but just keeps hitting even against lefties, and he's become an everyday starter for Windy City. Same thing seems to be happening with Carlos Pena as well. Here's the payoff pitch. On a line up the middle, and a leadoff hit for Darryl Ruiz. his second straight hit. He's reached 3 times today.
Right fielder.
Now we'll bring up Carlos
32,
Pena.
Carlos Pena.
Pena walked his first time up. He's over 2. Trying to turn his fortunes around. Windy City trying to make their way back in this game. Maloof trying to shut them down. Here's the first pitch to him, a breaker that finds the zone at the knees for strike 1. And it is such a high looping off-speed pitch, it can just freeze those left-handed batters. Here's the throw over to first, nothing doing. Lake Erie had tied Schaumburg 6-6, but Schaumburg jumps out in front 9-6 in the top of the 8th. Pena checked his swing. That pitch just missed outside, supposedly. Make it 1-1. Sussex County and New Jersey still tied at 0 in the top of the 8th. Down east, out in front of New York, 3-2 in the top of the 8th. Big swing on the fastball. Comes up empty as Pena. Make it 1-2. Florence did complete the shutout of Gateway. Zach Westcott pitched a gem, and then in Ottawa, they're up 10-6 over Brockton. So New York really needs to try to find a way to win that game. Again, they are set to face Ottawa beginning next series. Currently a game and a half down of the wild card spot. 1-2 pitch, line to left. That's going to get out of play. And count will stay at 1-2. With a loss, they would be 2.5 games back going against Ottawa. That series being played. Here's the 1-2 pitch in the dirt. Good stop from Felix. Make it 2-2. It will be played in New York at Clover Stadium. Still no out here in the 7th inning. Counts 2-2. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. Got him. Swinging at the curveball. German American Bank strikeout number 1 for Jackson Maloof. And there is one away here in the 7th. And it will bring up Grant Thurlman, who's having a good day. He's 2 for 3. Thurman's found his stride in this series. 2 hits again for the 2nd straight game. First pitch swinging, popped up left side. Pierce trying to find his way under it. He's under it in, brings it in for out number 2. On 2 away, it's Christian Kazimka, who enters 1 for 3. Singled his last time up, his first hit of the series. He's now 1 for 6. No Michael Sandel starting it today. Obviously, they're down pretty big, but if they were to try to bring it back, you'd assume he would be available to pinch hit. First pitch fastball swung, soft looper into right field. Benson coming in, it's going to drop in front of him. Takes an awkward bounce, but he stays in front of it, and Ruiz just gets to second base. And now runners at first and second with 2 away as Windy City tries to get a 2-out rally here. Gibson stands in. He's 1 for 2, a walk. That bloop single in the last inning, got to third base, but was stranded there. Maloof sets and delivers the first pitch. Backdoor breaker finds the zone for strike 1. There's some action beginning in the Otters bullpen. Looks like it's going to be Valdez up and warming. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Backdoor breaker. That one stays just a bit high. Make it 1-1. Maloof trying to finish off this 7th inning scoreless. Big swing from Gibson, but he can't catch up to the fastball. Make it 1-2. Maloof looks in, agrees and sets. Delivers the 1-2 pitch. Breaker fouled off by Gibson, just stays alive. Good pitch on that one. Pulled it inside, but just couldn't get the swing and a miss. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Lifted to right side of the foul territory. Another foul ball, gonna force another pitch from Maloof. Runners at first and second, 2 away here in the 7th. Maloof comes set. Next 1-2 pitch, backdoor breaker, called ball 2. Felix thought it was strike 3. Maloof thought it was strike 3. Trackman thought it was a strike 3, but it's ball 2. Count now 2-2. Maloof sets and delivers. On a line, on the ground, Jackson dives, stops it in front of him. Throws over to third. Just back in time is Ruiz. Great stuff from Jackson, saves a run, but the inning continues with the bases loaded on that infield single. Ruiz took a big turnaround third, thinking it was going to get through, but Jackson almost able to throw it on behind him. Ruiz back in time. Here comes Max Peterson. We'll see if he wants to go with Valdez or stick with his pitcher. He will go to the bullpen. It'll be Alex Valdez coming in, trying to get the final out of the 7th inning after a short break here on the Otters Digital Network and on 96.9 WYIR.
Join Smile on Down Syndrome for a rockin' extra experience at their 24th annual Smile Mile Walk on Saturday, October 4th from 9 to noon at the Vanderburgh County 4-H Fairgrounds. Register to walk or donate by visiting smileondownsyndrome.org and come ready to rock it out for an extra spectacular time. All ages and abilities welcome. Right now in Vanderburgh County, over 800 children are in the child welfare system waiting for someone to be their voice, and you could be that voice by becoming a court-appointed special advocate, a CASA volunteer. Donating just a few hours a month of your time can change a child's life forever. Vanderburgh County CASA invites you to join them. Stand up, speak out, be for the child, be a CASA. For more information, visit vandcasa.com. That's VAND-CASA.com. Smile on Down Syndrome is celebrating 25 years of serving smiles to the Tri-States Down Syndrome community. Not only do we offer programming and support services, we sponsor annual events that give people with Down syndrome opportunities to be stars of the show at our World Down Syndrome Day Ice Cream Social and Talent Show, Christmas dinner, and our Smile Mile, which is a day celebrating our Down syndrome community, their families that involve the entire tri-state community, and the highlight of the year when individuals with Down syndrome really shine like a star among smiling supporters. Learn more and find your way to get involved and show your support at smileondownsyndrome.org. Ballet Indiana is made up of local ballet professionals, dedicated parents, and community members in order to provide unique and life-enriching experiences for hundreds of young dancers, while carrying out their mission to inspire a lifelong appreciation for dance for both our dancers and the Evansville community. More information on Ballet Indiana and information about their upcoming performances is available at balletindiana.org.
Alex Valdez enters for the Otters. Valdez on the mound. Felix behind the plate. That pitcher and catcher battery is sponsored by the Answer Auto Repair East. Find your battery needs at the Answer Auto Repair East, located at 2319 North Green River Road, or call 812-475-9000. Valdez enters with the bases loaded, 2 away. This is a spot he's been excellent in this season. He'll try to continue that here, facing Jalen Greer. First pitch to him. Fastball finds the outside edge for strike 1. Valdez this year with a 3.85 ERA. Came in a similar situation back in Mississippi. There's the 0-1. Pulled the string on him. Greer out in front, make it 0-2. Came in with 2 runners in scoring position with just 1 away. Struck out both batters he saw in that inning. Again, when he's come in late innings that are before the 9th inning, he's looked excellent this year. It's been a great setup man. Here's the 0-2. Pulled the string, missed just low. Couldn't quite get the swing makes count 1-2. It's a good take from Greer, who is 0 for 1 with 2 walks in the game. Walked last time with the bases loaded. Here's the 1-2. Just fouled off by Greer. Stays alive. Greer flew out to right field his first time up. Reached second base in the 6th inning. Here's the next 1-2 pitch on the ground towards short. Jackson got the backhand. It's going to be a tough play. He throws it all the way to first. Pulls. Jones doesn't matter. It wasn't going to be in time. And an infield single. The second straight infield single scores the run. It's now 8-4.
The catcher, 33, Zach Beadle.
Zach Beadle will stand in as the tying run in this ball game here in the 7th. He flew out to deep right field his last time up. He's 1 for 3 with a single. Valdez sets, delivers the first pitch to him. Out in front of it, off the end of the bat, fouled off. He's behind 0-1. For the second straight inning, Windy City has loaded the bases. They've threatened. They now have 10 hits in the game. They're 4 runs on 10 hits. Evansville 8 runs on 8 hits. 0-1 breaker finds the zone, freezes them, make it 0-2. Second straight batter. He's a strike away from getting out of the inning. Runners at second and third are appointed to Maloof. Here's the 0-2. Called ball 1. Beadle, everyone thought it was strike 3. Beadle was walking off like it was strike 3. The entire defense thought it was strike 3. The fans thought it was strike 3. Trackman thought it was strike 3. Instead, it's 1-2. Valdez takes a deep breath and delivers the 1-2 pitch. On the ground towards second. Brown will take it to first, and that's in time for out number 3. Windy City does get 1, but Otters still lead 8-4 as we head to the bottom of the 7th. It's time to stretch at the ballpark. Give you Zane Claudefelter, as always.
Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jack. I don't care if I never get back, and we'll root for the Otters. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game. Nicely done. Let's get some more runs.
Smile on Down Syndrome has been providing a bright hope for tomorrow to the tri-state region for 25 years, providing smiles, support, and programs for individuals with Down syndrome while raising community awareness to create a brighter world that accepts and understands people with Down syndrome. Learn more now at smileondownsyndrome.org. Maintaining our independence becomes more and more vital as we age. Swerka and more can help you navigate this important journey by answering your questions and connecting you to free and unbiased community resources and support services. If you are seeking advice for yourself or a loved one, let Swerka be your first call. More information available at swerka.org or by calling 812-464-7800.
We head to the bottom of the 7th here at Bosse Field. The Otters lead 8-4. Windy City has threatened, scored 3 runs over the last couple of innings, but Evansville has scored 8 runs in their last 3 innings and will try to add some more runs. Here's Ronnie Hernandez out there for another inning of work. Dominguez in his first inning got 3 outs on 4 batters, but that one batter who got a hit was a solo shot off the bat of Justin Felix. He'll face Graham Brown to start off this 7th inning.
Number 24, Graham Brown.
Brown tonight 0 for 3. He's worked a couple of really good at-bats, though. Got called out on a very close pitch outside bottom corner his last time up. Got pitch clock violation. I believe it's on Dominguez, so it'll be a 1-0 count. Dominguez sets and delivers the 1-0 pitch. That one misses low, make it 2-0. Big news, New York jumped out in front of Down East 4-3 with 8 runs in the third. Again, big game for them. They need a win to stay in line with Ottawa before Ottawa comes to town. Ottawa still leads 10-6 in their matchup. 3 more games yet to get underway. Joliet and Tri-City, Three Rivers and Quebec, and then Mississippi and Washington, the big one tonight. 2-0 pitch misses inside, make it 3-0. Sussex County and New Jersey have sped through their game. Into the 9th inning, still knotted up at 0. Here's the 3-0 pitch. That one misses inside, ball 4. Deerhead Side Walk Cafe and Bar, the third for Graham Brown in the last 2 games. Now a leadoff base runner run for JT Benson as there is some action out in the Windy City bullpen.
Right fielder, number 9, JT Benson.
I believe it's Carson Plumidor. Benson will step in. He's 2 for 3 with a single and a double. It's the first pitch to him. Inside, almost got him. He's able to jump out of the way, count at 1-0. First couple of games in this series was hitless. Didn't earn a walk once. After an incredible week in Washington. Dominguez sets, delivers the 1-0 pitch. Big swing, but he fouls that one back, making 1-1. If he can get a hit here, it'd be his 4th 3-hit game of the week. They're getting 3 of those in Washington. Brown leading off first base. Here's the 1-1. Foul tipped back into the glove, and now he's behind 1-2 and has to battle from behind. Benson, his last 2 at-bats, have reached base and scored both times on Keenan Taylor doubles. Dominguez looks in, agrees, sets. Delivers the 1-2 pitch. That one misses low, great take. Make it 2-2 as Brown over there at first. Dancing a little bit. Dominguez trying to get Benson, who has been so hard to get out this week. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Misses outside, count runs full. So after going down 1-2, he's worked it back to full as Benson. The Otters do lead by 4, but you'd love to add on some runs. Windy City got the tying run to the plate in that last inning. You want to avoid that by all costs. And Brown initially moved over to second, but got back to first in time as the throw comes over. Good reaction time from him. See if Brown wants to take off with the count at full to Benson. Dominguez sets, holds, and delivers. Brown does take off. That one misses inside, ball 4. Another Deerhead Side Walk Cafe and Bar for Evansville in this inning.
Cafe and Bar.
Back-to-back walks have put runners at first and second with no one out, and that's going to do it for Dominguez. They're going to go to their bullpen. New pitcher on the mound after a short break here on the Otters Digital Network and Dawn 96.9 WYIR.
Join Smile on Down Syndrome for a rockin' extra experience at their 24th annual Smile Mile Walk on Saturday, October 4th from 9 to noon at the Vanderburgh County 4-H Fairgrounds. Register to walk or donate by visiting smileondownsyndrome.org and come ready to rock it out for an extra spectacular time. All ages and abilities welcome. Right now in Vanderburgh County, over 800 children are in the child welfare system waiting for someone to be their voice, and you could be that voice by becoming a court-appointed special advocate, a CASA volunteer. Donating just a few hours a month of your time can change a child's life forever. Vanderburgh County CASA invites you to join them. Stand up, speak out, be for the child, be a CASA. For more information, visit vandcasa.com. That's VAND-CASA.com. Smile on Down Syndrome is celebrating 25 years of serving smiles to the Tri-States Down Syndrome community. Not only do we offer programming and support services, we sponsor annual events that give people with Down syndrome opportunities to be stars of the show at our World Down Syndrome Day Ice Cream Social and Talent Show, Christmas dinner, and our Smile Mile, which is a day celebrating our Down syndrome community, their families that involve the entire tri-state community, and the highlight of the year when individuals with Down syndrome really shine like a star among smiling supporters. Learn more and find your way to get involved and show your support at smileondownsyndrome.org. Ballet Indiana is made up of local ballet professionals, dedicated parents, and community members in order to provide unique and life-enriching experiences for hundreds of young dancers, while carrying out their mission to inspire a lifelong appreciation for dance for both our dancers and the Evansville community. More information on Ballet Indiana and information about their upcoming performances is available at balletindiana.org.
Windy City call to the bullpen is Carson Plumidor. Plumidor on the mound. Behind the plate is Zach Beadle. That pitcher and catcher battery is sponsored by the Answer Auto Repair East. Find your battery needs at the Answer Auto Repair East, located at 2319 North Green River Road, or call 812-475-9000. LJ Jones steps in. Runners at first and second, no one away here in the inning. Plumidor trying to escape the inning with no more damage done. First pitch to Jones finds the inside corner for strike one. Trying to keep Windy City within striking distance. Plumidor making his 22nd appearance of the season with a 5.88 ERA. That one fly ball right field. Pena will give it a look, but it's going to get out of play into the first base picnic area. Count will be 1-1. Last time out against Lake Erie, went an inning and a third. Shutout innings, didn't go up a hit or a walk or strike out anybody. He faced 4 batters. Here's the 0-2. That one misses low. Great take. Count moves. That pitch misses low. Count moves to 2-2. I just marked that pitch wrong and it confused myself. Plumidor did give up 3 runs in 2/3 of an inning against Gateway back on the 17th. That one lined to center. Feltz will get under it, bring in for out number 1. Brown takes the first step to third. He doesn't challenge him, though. And that will be the first out of the inning and do up Keenan Taylor.
Left fielder, number 12, Keenan Taylor.
Plumidor back on the 9th against August on the road. Went inning and 2/3, gave up 1 run on 2 hits. That was a solo shot to the guy at the mound, Keenan Taylor. But would earn the win in the 6-1 victory for Windy City. First pitch misses outside for ball 1. Great stop from Beadle to keep the outrunners where they're at. So again, the guy at the plate has had success against him. See if he can do something here with runners at first and second. Taylor has back-to-back doubles. Now 3 RBIs on the game. 1-0 pitch, finds his own at the knees, make it 1-1. Taylor in that game hit that ball at the deep left field. It was the one that was initially called foul that was overturned. Taylor had one of those last night that went so far deep, but it was just foul. 1-1 popped up into foul territory. Beadle and Ruiz over, but it's going to get up and overhead. Overhead foul ball brought to you by Heads Construction. Choose the best, never regret it. Count is 1-2.
Choose the best, never regret it.
Bottom of the 7th inning, 1 away. Otters lead 8-4. Spurred on by a 5-run fourth that was capped off by the Justin Felix grand slam. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Line out to right center. That one's dropping. Diving for Ruiz. It's off his glove. Goes past Feltz as well. Run will score easily. Benson heading for third. He'll get in. And the third double of the game for Keenan Taylor is added to the lead. He can't stop hitting doubles.
That's
A Deerhead double-decker double for Keenan Taylor. Otters now lead 9-4. Chance to add on some more runs again.
Center fielder, number 34, Stephen Paolini.
Now it brings in Paolini, who's trying to get himself off the schneid here. Again, he's reached in every game he's played for the Otters so far. Hasn't reached yet today. First pitch, misses high, gets past, but not going to be back far enough for Benson to reach, so everyone will stay where they're at. Count 1-0. The Otters had a 9-game winning streak going into last night's game. Lost that one 7-5. Trying to start a new winning streak today. 1-0 pitch, broken back to the pitcher. And going to be a running issue here as Brown was Taylor's rounding for third. Benson wasn't running, and the Otters run themselves into a double play. Benson was holding at third. Taylor wasn't paying attention. He ran himself into an out. The pitcher able to make the throw over to first base. The double play and the inning is out.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following is a sumo match.
A big mistake from Evansville there. They do have a run on the Keenan Taylor double. They lead 9-4 as we head to the 8th here on the Otters Digital Network and on 96.9 WYIR.
Smile on Down Syndrome has been providing a bright hope for tomorrow to the tri-state region for 25 years, providing smiles, support, and programs for individuals with Down syndrome while raising community awareness to create a brighter world that accepts and understands people with Down syndrome. Learn more now at smileondownsyndrome.org. Smile on Down Syndrome is planning a Rockin' Extra Smile Mile celebrating 24 years of walks to support individuals rocking that extra 21st chromosome on Saturday, October 4th at the Vanderburgh County 4-H Fairgrounds. This event will rock your socks off with a vendor mall, food trucks, face painting, special guest appearances, a Rockin' Extra talent show, and more. To learn more about how to rock at the walk or how to become an event sponsor or even to make a donation, visit smileondownsyndrome.org or text 812-449-6049 for more information. This sponsored event is open to the entire tri-state community.
Alex Valdez out there for the 8th inning, got the final out in the 7th, stranded, the bases loaded. He'll now work the 8th inning. Otters lead by 5. We're to the top of the lineup. Cam Feltz will lead off the inning. He's 0 for 4 in the game. Top 2 in the lineup just not having a good game. They're 0 for 7. Dunlap reached once on a hit by pitch. Feltz today, a couple of strikeouts, a ground out, and a pop out. First pitch swinging out in front of the fastball. He's behind 0-1. Valdez now working from the windup. Winds and delivers the 0-1 pitch to Feltz. Popped up right side. Benson coming in on it. Still coming in and finding his way under it and bringing it in for out number 1. After that quick out, it'll bring up James Dunlap trying to find his way into the hit column. Windy City does have 10 hits in the game. That's one more than Evansville, but been stranding a lot of runners. Specifically, it was against Yohan Gonzalez initially. He stranded 6 batters through his first 5 innings. First pitch, checked his swing, did not go to Dunlap, make it 1-0. They've stranded 5 base runners over the last 2 innings. Some even bigger wind heading out from right to left, or from left to right, sorry. That one lifts that out to right field. Benson out on it. Able to find his way under, and that's out number 2. 2 flyouts to right will move the inning to Daryl Ruiz, and quickly he's the final hope for Windy City here in this inning.
First baseman, 27, Daryl Ruiz.
Ruiz, a couple of hits. He's 2 for 4. He's reached 3 times. He scored on the Jalen Greer single. First pitch, check to swing, did not go. Make it 1-0. The umpire walks that one out to Alex Valdez. Now steps back behind the plate. Count 1-0. Otters lead 9-4 here in the 8th. Trying to close out this series and season win against this Windy City squad. 1-0 pitch finds his own outside corner. Make it 1-1. Really feel like everything that came in even. Same record. 4-4 against each other this year. 1-1 finds his own. Make it 1-2. Evansville does get the advantage, though. They play 2 series at home against this team. Windy City only got 1. And if this score holds, it'll be the home team winning all 3 series. 1-2 pitch. Called strike 3, top corner. German-American Bank strikeout for Alex Valdez, and he's out of the 8th. Headed to the bottom of the 8th. Otters lead by 5 after a short break here on the Otters Digital Network and on 96.9 WYIR.
Maintaining our independence becomes more and more vital as we age. Swerka and more can help you navigate this important journey by answering your questions and connecting you to free and unbiased community resources and support services. If you are seeking advice for yourself or a loved one, let Swerka be your first call. More information available at swerka.org or by calling 812-464-7800. Join Smile on Down Syndrome for a rockin' extra experience at their 24th annual Smile Mile Walk on Saturday, October 4th from 9 to noon at the Vanderburgh County 4-H Fairgrounds. Register to walk or donate by visiting smileondownsyndrome.org and come ready to rock it out for an extra spectacular time. All ages and abilities welcome. Right now in Vanderburgh County, over 800 children are in the child welfare system waiting for someone to be their voice, and you could be that voice by becoming a court-appointed special advocate, a CASA volunteer. Donating just a few hours a month of your time can change a child's life forever. Vanderburgh County CASA invites you to join them. Stand up, speak out, be for the child, be a CASA. For more information, visit vandcasa.com. That's VANDCASA.com.
It's the bottom of the 8th inning here in the ballpark. It'll be 7-8-9 for Evansville. Cohen Wilbanks, Justin Felix, and Daryl Jackson. Wilbanks today, he's 1 for 2. He's reached twice.
Designated hitter.
He's got a single. He's got a hit by pitch. He scored on the Justin Felix home run. Tried a bunt single his last time up, but was thrown out at first. Plumidor still on the mound. He'll do the first pitch to Wilbanks out in front of the off speed. He'll start behind 0-1. Here's the 0-1 pitch, misses wide. Make it 1-1. Wilbanks making his 25th appearance this year. 299 average, entering a 448 OBP. 1-1 misses wide, make it 2-1. Two-one pitch takes that one outside corner, make it 2-2. Just a bit wide, but home plate umpire gives it to him. Count now 2-2. Plumidor sets and delivers. That one misses wide. Count runs full. Wilbanks has worked a full count here. Another good at-bat for him. Here's the payoff pitch. Swung on and missed. can't get the fastball, and he goes down swinging for out number 1. And now it brings in Justin Felix. A couple of home runs for him on the day, including a grand slam.
The catcher, number 5, Justin Felix.
He looks to try to stay hot here against Plummador. Five Otters have hit 2 home runs in a game this year. Ginger Cruz had 3 in a game earlier this season, back on July 4th. First pitch swinging. That one's lined to left, but foul. Make it 0-1. Felix coming into this game with 2 home runs, 2 today. Had 10 RBIs. Now he has 15 on the season. 0-1 pitch. That one lifted out to right center field. Ruiz over towards it and brings it in for out number 2. Good contact, but it's a little bit off the end of the bat. And with 2 away, it's up to Daryl Jackson here.
The shortstop, number 3, Daryl Jackson.
Jackson stands in 0 for 3, a strikeout, flyout, and a ground out. He's played a good defensive shortstop. First pitch swinging, fouled off the top of the ceiling. Gonna start behind 0-1. Jackson, a former Wisconsin Whitewater Warhawk. Waits the 0-1 pitch. That one misses low and wide. Make it 1-1. I already won a college baseball championship earlier this year. He's here with the Otters to finish the season. 1-1 pitch. That one misses outside. Make it 2-1. He's had a lot of good at-bats. He's hit the ball well this year. Just not a great game for him so far, trying to turn that around. 2-1 pitch. That one soft looper into shallow right field. Over towards it is Greer. He's able to bring it in on the run for out number 3. So we'll head to the 9th inning. Otters lead by 5. So they try to close out this series win after a short break here on the Otters Digital Network and on 96.9 WYIR.
Smile on Down Syndrome is celebrating 25 years of serving smiles to the Tri-States Down Syndrome community. Not only do we offer programming and support services, we sponsor annual events that give people with Down syndrome opportunities to be stars of the show at our World Down Syndrome Day Ice Cream Social and Talent Show, Christmas dinner, and our Smile Mile, which is a day celebrating our Down syndrome community, their families that involve the entire tri-state community, and the highlight of the year when individuals with Down syndrome really shine like a star among smiling supporters. Learn more and find your way to get involved and show your support at smileondownsyndrome.org. Ballet Indiana is made up of local ballet professionals, dedicated parents, and community members in order to provide unique and life-enriching experiences for hundreds of young dancers, while carrying out their mission to inspire a lifelong appreciation for dance for both our dancers and the Evansville community. More information on Ballet Indiana and information about their upcoming performances is available at balletindiana.org. Smile on Down Syndrome has been providing a bright hope for tomorrow to the tri-state region for 25 years, providing smiles, support, and programs for individuals with Down syndrome while raising community awareness to create a brighter world that accepts and understands people with Down syndrome. Learn more now at smileondownsyndrome.org.
Otters call to the bullpen is Gunnar Dennis. Dennis on the mound, Felix behind the plate. That pitcher and catcher battery is sponsored by the Answer Auto Repair East. Find your battery needs at the Answer Auto Repair East, located at 2319 North Green River Road, or call 812-475-9000.
Right fielder, 32, Carlos Pena.
Dennis enters for the second straight night. Last night just was called on to get 2 outs, which he did. Gave up a hit. He's been excellent out of the bullpen for Evansville. He's called on to shut the door on this with this 5-run lead here in the 9th. Otters lead 9-4. Had some big hits, including from Justin Felix, who has 2 home runs and 5 RBIs. Carlos Pena will step in, first pitch to him, a front door breaker that just dropped out of the zone. Make it 1-0. Pena today, he's 0 for 3 with a walk. Hit the ball hard a couple of times, though. 1-0 pitch fastball. That one misses low. Make it 2-0. Similar to Maloof, Dennis does a great job at working that off-speed pitch from behind the left-handed batter into the zone. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Fastball finds the zone there, middle. He's got a delivery similar to, with a cross-body movement into the pitcher, similar to Chris Sale-type pitcher. Not nearly at the level that Sale does it, of course. A 2-1 pitch finds the zone at the knees. Count now 2-2. Pena calls time. Former Indiana State Sycamore trying to get Windy City going here in the 9th. Dennis looks in, now sets. Delivers the 2-2 pitch. Taken just outside, count runs full. Great take there from Pena. That's a tough one to lay off of. Now see which direction Dennis goes here with the full count. Here's a payoff pitch. Checked his swing. He did not go. Ball 4. His second walk of the day, and that's how this 9th inning gets started.
Left fielder.
Looks like there's a pinch hitter. Nope, looking the wrong guy. Grant Thurman steps in. He is 2 for 4, a couple of pop-ups, a couple of singles, and scored a run on the Jalen Greer walk back in the 6th. Dennis sets and delivers the first pitch. Misses outside for ball 1. Batters so far not chasing that off-speed sweeper that lands outside the zone. 1-0 pitch fastball, called strike 1 at the knees, make it 1-1. Not gonna lie, Terry Klosterman had delayed that strike call just a little bit. Thought he wasn't giving it, but he did. Counts 1-1. Former Ole Miss Rebel comes set and delivers the 1-1 pitch on the ground towards first. Jones takes it, but it's foul. And it counts 1-2. It's a great play by Jones, but he did in fact grab it in foul territory. And now the count is 1-2 to the left fielder today. Thurman steps back into the left-handed batter's box. Lefty v. lefty matchup. Dennis comes set, looks over at first base, and delivers the 1-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Got him swing at the front door breaker. His first German American Bank strikeout of the game, and there's one away.
American Bank strikeouts.
The one out that brings in
Designated hitter 14, Christian Kuzemka.
Brings in Kazimka, who has a couple of hits today. Scored a run on the Zach Beadle sacrifice fly. First pitch fouled off of the roof. He's behind 0-1. Dennis waiting as the umpire gets new baseballs, and Kazimka walks back to the plate. Dennis spent 2 seasons with Ole Miss, including this spring. This year, in 18 appearances, pitched a 4.97 ERA in 29 innings. Here's the 0-1 pitch to Kazimka. Swinging fouls that one directly back, make it 0-2. The 23-year-old out of Pearl, Mississippi. Made a couple appearances in Mississippi. A couple of big appearances in his hometown. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Fastball misses high. Make it 1-2. So far during his Otters career, 15 strikeouts, just 1 walk. Make it 16 with the strikeout today. It's kind of been the motif of the back end of this bullpen. A lot of strikeouts, not a lot of walks. 1-2 breaker off the end of the bat, fouled off to the right side, just able to make contact and stay alive. Entering this game with a 2.61 ERA and 11 appearances. He's finished 3 games, trying to finish as 4th. He's become the favorite arm for Andy McCauley or Max Peterson in a spot where with runners on. Next 1-2, swung on and missed. Got the curveball by him. It's 2 away with that German American Bank strikeout. And now it's Josh Gibson, the final hope for Windy City here in the ball game.
Third baseman to Josh Gibson.
Gibson steps into this at-bat, 2 for 3 with a walk, a couple of singles. First pitch swing and can't catch up to the fastball. He's behind 0-1. Windy City travels to Schaumburg after this week, or after this weekend series. Trying to play spoiler on the Boomers. Is that one on the ground towards third? Stays in fair territory. Pierce can't glove it. It's going to get through. Big turn by Pena, but he'll stay at second base. And the inning will continue after that error from Dennis Pierce.
Second baseman, 5, Jalen Greer.
And it will extend the inning to Jalen Greer, who has a couple of RBIs in the game. So saying they're going to go to Schaumburg. Chance to play spoiler for Schaumburg in the division. Entering the ball game, Schaumburg had just a 1-game lead after they beat Lake Erie. And Gateway lost to Florence. They now hold a 2-game lead. They beat Lake Erie 14-7. A football score with football season around the corner. So both New York and Ottawa complete the wins, including New York. What a comeback victory for them. They will face off against each other. New York just a game and a half back next week. Dennis comes set. Looks back at second, delivers the first pitch. Fastball blown by him at 90 miles per hour. He's ahead 0-1. Otters look to go get Garrett Crowley warm in the bullpen just in case this thing gets out of hand. Again, for Dennis, he should have been out of the inning already with that ground ball to third. Said he's got to get a 4th out. Here's the 0-1 pitch to Greer. Backdoor breaker finds the zone. Count 0-2. Windy City down to their final strike.
Make some noise, Otters fans.
Oh, 2 pitch, swung on and missed. Got him, swing at the fastball. 3 strikeouts for Gunnar Dennis. 3 German American Bank strikeouts. And the Otters win the game. They win the series. They win the season series against Windy City. And they leave with a better record. They win 9-4. Take a short break and we're back to talk about it more on the Papa John's post-game show here on the Otters Digital Network and on 96.9 WIIR.
Smile on Down Syndrome is planning a Rockin' Extra Smile Mile celebrating 24 years of walks to support individuals rocking that extra 21st chromosome on Saturday, October 4th at the Vanderburgh County 4-H Fairgrounds. This event will rock your socks off with a vendor mall, food trucks, face painting, special guest appearances, a Rockin' Extra talent show, and more. To learn more about how to rock at the walk or how to become an event sponsor or even to make a donation, visit smileondownsyndrome.org or text 812-449-6049 for more information. This sponsored event is open to the entire tri-state community.
Welcome into the Papa John's post-game show. Remember, the Papa John's is the official sponsor of the Otters pregame and post-game shows, available every game night, 20 minutes before and 10 minutes after. Each Otters game on the Otters Digital Network, the home team network, and on 96.9 WYIR. Evansville wins the ball game 9-4. Win the series. They win the season series. They now own a 37-53 record. Windy City drops to 36-54. Evansville maintains a 1-game lead over Windy City for the battle near the bottom of the Midwest Conference. And with Florence winning, they stay just 2 games behind Florence, with the Yalls scheduled to come in here on Tuesday for a 3-game set that if Evansville can, well, win all 3, they will be ahead of Florence in the division for the first time in what seems like forever.
Please have a safe trip home. Good afternoon, everyone, and go
Bloodzain
Otters.
finish. Evansville got a start from Yohan Gonzalez in this one. He ended up going 5+ innings, giving up 6 hits, 3 earned runs, 4 walks, 2 strikeouts. Another outing where he just struggled a little bit with command more than he typically does. But again, as I've been saying, every time he's out there, he gives the Otters a chance to win, kept them in the ball game. He left with the lead, should get credited for the victory. Because into the 4th inning, the Otters, down 1-0, came through in a big way. After the ground out from Graham Brown, JT Benson singled. LJ Jones reached on an error. A big, decisive moment because after that, a double from Keenan Taylor tied the game. Wilbanks eventually got hit by a pitch after a Paolini strikeout, and then the grand slam from Justin Felix gave Evansville a 5-1 lead. The Otters added 2 more in the 5th inning, thanks to another Keenan Taylor double. He ended with 4 RBIs on the night because after everything, he wasn't done. Taylor had 3 doubles. He scored another run in the 7th. He couldn't pass up the second home run from Justin Felix in the 6th. That made him the 5th Otter with a multiple home run game. A big game from Justin Felix, big game from Keenan Taylor. They both finished with the RBIs for the game. Felix with 5, Taylor with 4, the only RBIs for the team on the day. JT Benson had a couple more hits. That makes 11 for him on the week. An incredible week for JT Benson. LJ Jones got a hit. Keenan Taylor mentioned 3 hits, all 3 of them doubles, and 4 RBIs. Cohen Wilbanks had a hit. He reached once on hit by pitch as well. Justin Felix, 2 home runs, 5 RBIs on the game. Nick McAuliffe came in to finish the 6th inning. He entered with the bases loaded and no one out. Did allow a run to score in the sac fly, but back-to-back outs kept Evansville in a commanding lead. Jackson McAuliffe entered to pitch the 7th inning, but after a 2-out rally, allowed a run to score on 3 hits and no walks. He left. Valdez finished the 7th, got the out there, and then entered the 8th, pitched scoreless 8th, and then Gunnar Dennis pitched the 9th, striking out 3 of the 4 batters he faced. Did walk a batter, the inning also continued on an error from Dennis Pierce over at 3rd, but he ended up getting the strikeout to finish off the inning and securing Evansville's 9-4 victory. As I mentioned, Evansville currently set to take on Florence for 3 games. Evansville stands just 2 games back of Florence entering that ball game, so if they can go on another win streak here and get their 2nd sweep of the season against Florence at home, that would put them into 3rd in the division as they enter the last weekend of the season. Final look at the Frontier League before we head out of here. As I mentioned, Schaumburg took care of Lake Erie. Florence beat Gateway. Ottawa and New York both won. Sets them up for their final series with New York just a game and a half back. Getting set to start are the Joliet Slammers and Tri-City Valley Cats. Final game of that series, Quebec and Three Rivers, and then the big matchup tonight, Mississippi and Washington currently getting set to get underway at EQT Park. Mississippi in an absolute must-win situation with Washington. They wouldn't clinch with a win tonight, but they would get very close to clinching their playoff spot. But that'll do it for me here at the ballpark. Evansville wins 9-4. Yohan Gonzalez gets another win. They have now...
All you guys over there, listen up and you listen good. Do not run over.
They have now won 6 of his last 7 starts, and they will come back here to Bosse Field for the final series of the season, starting on Tuesday at 6:35 p.m., 20 minutes before for the Papa John's postgame show. But until then, I'm Lucas Macklin signing off of the Otters Digital Network and on 96.9 WYIR. And as always, have a blessed day, Otters fans.